wo man Ghana yana da reference dwam nti straight away bacho na ye call straight away ye wi na mama da sebe akwaba na de enko no ahyehye so enkomo bi ekoso wo man Ghana ehu because many friend yin mi hu se aban bi aba am wa tricky Ghana for a chain the government of John Dramani Mahama because we are tricking us anything and someone who can opposition any do ba bem wo kan na ke yepe na so de wo ye no enyepe ebo abra was obey levy because Ghana for deserve we say be levy you bet me a generate revenue Abraham first new taxes and the two travel for bia enka ho President Mahama ne kan in fact Dr. Kesela to forcing President Mahama nominated as finance minister afa finance ministry na wo call ye no vetting odwananum finance minister say was study Ghana economy no yende was study pa wo kan wono ane kan was study che wo bia wa kenkan na was study ye no wotimi hu say Ghana ye hia etotua fufuru ade ye hia Ghana eno ane compliance ne say eto na da ho se etuatua no enipa bebre entua enti according to no finance minister wo ba wow ye Ghana ni ana ye dwo my Ghana mu bi se utua to bia no obe make sure say we betua woto na revenue as a percentage of GDP the krampo no wasa pejam be 6% abra won fa etuotu afoforo bia enka ho ubusa ne say ujafo na be ne dan a no wasi di trase no wakasa hye de hwirim o me de Ghana economy ni de minimu pa mesua pa de minimal se mesua etino hu hia etofufu tu bia na wo be ne dan wanya me de Ghana economy ni de mesua pa o minimu matombo ase asua enti etotutu efofo de obi aka so de burdens woni economy num de no ane compliance any person mutu ato no ese timika cha obi ase wontua Ghana for si you ya mi ehwe afa wo ba ya ena nyam etina nyam why budget ne say afie da yanimu no sika Ghana for Ghana ban behia no wode ahwe ye nyina sika no say de tie ubenye sika do do sei ekwa be na befa so anya say sika no ese wo tro do to the parliament wo bia no wasa kire eniema wo di sika no ebeye na di sika no waka di sika we beye sei me do ebeye sei me do ebeye sei the whole year but Ghana constitution ni me say emre ko na nimu no sakra bi betimi aba ete bia wo betemi hia de foforo bi enu ti ese efe bi mid-year review budget statement now on so the parliament ya kakota year review budget state why your budget no for the year 3 months into implementation of your budget na wa fakuntina se wa nya announcement anche wo bia wan kan che Ghana ni bia se de make your parliament ni wo ko parliament a majority leader Mahama Yarga no ko kan asumusen bia che minority leader abo kwam na afanyo marking o ka se begu na asum say oh ene the more expected bi foforo ye de ade bi bebe certificate of agency as emergency bi de be banti no e ba mo de munyina mo mwai and was de ba ade na mo de ba wan well nyashi amoti hono wa bam yes the certificate of agency was emergency e de na mo de ba an Ghana energy sector no atetia pansam ehu behia se ye benya sika e de akotua ka ehu ba hia se benya sika e de akwakotua e ka e da ho legacy debt bi e da ho ti ya anya sa de a ye beda sumu dumso eba eti di dumso levy eba dumso levy eba ade amusi dumso eni ho ade na mudi dumso levy eba okay dumso levy na mode ba no so esenya 1 cedi per liter 1 cedi per liter enti what 1 gallon yeah 4.5 liters na 1 gallon beer na we beto say na 1 gallon what na 50 cedis ah yeah the 4 cedis 50 pesos aka ho it is say we 55 cedis de ma wo mo 1 cedi per liter obia this a Shylock levy cutthroat levy amodiaba cutthroat ukwaka na NDC communicators and some NDC appointees ko pokase na car president Kufuor na bugu ho na John Mahama de Esla adopo mo ntiase ya wo de Esla ba na wo de Esla na e de bade when the boss aka no President Mahama free amu 2017 January 7th eko a car wo de job President Kufuor incoming president was $2.5 billion. I can't go on what we go. No be more bio. One $2.5 billion. And was what the Esla Biaba say. Ye the betray to Asakano. Say Esla second na year to Yakana. Say Mahama Airport 2017. As a Kosaka Neketia. As what Konaka so $2.5 billion. President Mahama apart for $2.5 billion no every year bia na Ghana buying $500 million $500 million at the IPPs be independent power producers be because of a very ridiculous agreement take or pay and they say hey me dem a produce you obafo one fo kilabitia wenya kila betua utua wo so beji o wan ye o ubetua se bi produce o man produce o ubetua kila betua na President Mahama yes animal no every year $500 million ni etua President Kufuor no say we was starting ma honorable wacheja akobo no say be ade be di yan pene and mo start renegotiation sa na o mo twetwa bi mo free mu 8 years President Kufuor be president for 8 years. Woko eka $2.5 billion na John Mahama di jaye 2017 sa kana na ado so di jaye to afa bi anka ho okoni ba bi a legacy debt left by John Mahama na main charge by providence and a coincidence and the wasan ya back to meet your own legacy debt which you left in 2017 ese go ho twen what can now we 2017 John Mahama and one was about to all say who all say go any mass all say titi wo then when you must metia dem is confwe frakadam a corn government a fed the John Paul energy minister say as levy no modiaba no ye fa ko to energy first say debt no ye de beto crude oil ye de beto light crude ye de beto finished products ye fa ko tua bosia no na no pena da se beje dwam na ka se ba che me ho ahwere be wo se John Mahama de ne hana me sa den a wo se John Mahama say sa 1% no 1 cedi per liter no modi abeto so no it will not affect export price just a woko fuel station na woko to a untia tiskelentia it is affect the dia modi to so ye dey tabram baji se ska no is President Mahama telling us say I didn't want implement here yentua na yentua da modi to so ye dey that's me about so ye bie na e kan ye hu ade kro bo ewom na ye hu ade kro ewom say wo se ya ankasa msasa de bacho me ma wade bi fatos na me redi na mada se beje dwam na akwaba na eni nkomo na do da Kufuor last state of the nation address so na e parliament wakasafa energy sector e ka e wo no ho no me bacho so be hu a fatos ma me na me hwe sisie na me mo boss me wie ya no na immediately good na just ye ko na mene dasebe edi enkomo no se wo hwa wo se metra start face abra Mr. Sante ehwe wo se when my administration okay but the start from back on answer we last part back to the first wo se when my administration assumed office eti patcho change we no wo se when my administration assumed office we inherited an energy sector legacy debt of $2.5 billion. The Energy Sector Recovery Program, ESRP, developed by government and the World Bank, projected that this debt would balloon to a staggering $12.5 billion within 5 years if no decisive actions were taken. We knew that such a scenario would cripple the sector, undermine investor confidence, and plunge the nation into darkness. Yet also was into darkness. Then was say, Mr. Speaker, we go to work immediately through tough negotiations with independent power producers, prudent financial management, and targeted interventions. We have been able to stabilize the sector while keeping the lights on. I am pleased to report that we have kept the energy sector legacy debt at $2.5 billion, the same level we inherited, and have averted the $12.5 billion debt scenario despite the rising cost of energy production and the global economic challenges that have unfolded during my tenure. But me das with me free so. Eto ye o man penya Kufuado, okọ parliament a wokoda Ghana fo nyina ase na waka che se bye bye no. Asebo kai ni, wase obo project se ka ba the time na do emfiri abem no. Na nka energy sector no e kan kwa ho no e $12.5 billion. Se ka wo call the same trajectory to say incompetent John Mahama de na e ka ba the time o no emfiri so no. Na nka e ka e da ho e $12.5 billion. But and I'm say omuye very prudent and meticulous. I want never be brehunti no. Wan fa bia nka ho. Wo kono. We dey what a coincidence. Na do kono. That's with you. Na do kono. E ka John Mahama e German on energy sector level you know. E hono. 2.5 billion no. E ho de koto ye. Na do esefra ba mu no. Baby ofa MPP party do. What was I to ye? Wow. I was a Bibia actually a higher Woodbury Radio 95.9 movement in the morning live on movement television. So FM Gordon Asare-Bediako when I meet Temu Ama the true descendant of Okonfo-Anokye Kwakuderu and the man special assignment bia or yatina so the Kwakudi Osmanisi produce anymore than the giant in the air bahormo. It in a coming Dasebre was in Dasebre. Godon. Killentia. With the killer betia. All right. Good. As usual.
Yes, Dr. Mahmoud Baumian Ajia Samira Baumia.
Yeah.
Nanado Danko Kufuado ni Mami Rebecca Kufuado nsi mama chia no pay. Ya chia mampeni dada John Ajikum Kufuo. Minority leader Osahene Kwame na afenyo marking so ya chia no ni deputy mama part. Nso Patricia Piedi. Minority chief whip another mpre. Oni ni deputy Jerry Amedon. Omi na ya chia minority caucus ni na.
Yeah.
Chia omi na chia bibia wo hwe obi a wotie ya no pe bia ya chia no. Na edunyamia so asade abeka nsa na ye hyiemu na no pe na and somehow
and some bi saka ho enra minority MPs no eye match omonante at the police headquarters e o ka che IGP say afedie eye na ya to aba bosumi nsemu ne ewuren ablekuma no fofo obi an say orobo aku afriye ewini eso so no say or control former IGP no former IGP Dr. Kufu Dampare obepe nipa amomabo yisifo ho ban no wose wontimi provide security ema wo mo etibesi ne yisifo entimi and declare results na ewo ablekuma no fo no enra MPP minority fo akọ se akọ kacha IGP se mosre mommo yisifo ho ban na omo declare results no interestingly and this for so mom person be declare on pere run nti aba no yes ankoto no ho foforo e ho no mo asabi so e koso e wo Mecca na asabi koso Mecca on say holy pilgrimage no e koso na you don't nkramofo no bebre e ko Mecca including Musa Dankwa and this for Musa Dankwa researcher no okoko hobi na the mami mboro kwaku deru ebro from Kano. He is enjoying the fruit of his own labor e Mecca. Was say one no the Mecca no the say this for bon was say the Ghana for e Mecca no. Say the mo ani esi apokire om hu wo Mecca ho nyasem ketwa. Was say arrangement ni terrible. Oka no mka ukoka mo say na ya MPP ni o ko mo so mo ya MPP ni enne Musa Dankwa NDC ni o Mecca mina wo tiem obanya na kwa bagana wonu no ho enti bedi ehon nkomo that's where afi yankwai what be fine
ye hwe mampani Mahama ne NDC eni fra kadamo a o maba be Ghana fo na bibia nsikwa ze ansanya betu abanye ye Ghana fo kokose ono kwano no John Mahama ye nim no eni pa wo ye politician otimi catch Ghana fo a obaji power from wo say ye de sa na etie ebetu abato so ye nka no kure no nkyerɛ no kura na de fimato na de fam de be ka wakoma bedane abaye ho na be catch enso Ghana fo etena ho e ma wo di na da no sa akobi ayi scammers ebu no agini sika won phone so omne no ya na quality on kofi nye gbo no mbebu me kofi won peso mbu mi o ampena pa kofi no peso mbu mi kofi no peso mbu mi no asend sika na mo
na mbo buru so
asa manka
so mbebu mi
kofi no bebu mi sa pepe na John Mahama be Ghana fo na Dr. Mahmoud ba mi ase Ghana fo yem ya boso yie na taxes ni bi ba be ka ho e bi se obaya ade ma ye boy ensem ma omo ya be yi levy ho ya be yi betting tax ho levy ni betting tax enye Ghana fo nyina ne tua
dabi
nipa kakra betting tax kura de nipa kakra bi ne tua amenante ya ye pe bibia die wuyi ene ekotwa bet ena ye tua tax levy once and this can come obi a untua obi send this kind of brewa enkan untua ba we odi aba de obi a oti Ghana ha bi etua bi na nasma waka ye mwanwan say one cedi fuel levy hike won't affect pump prices. Na story no na waka no. Also President John Dramani Mahama has assured Ghanaians that the newly introduced one cedi fuel levy will not lead to an immediate increase in fuel prices at the pump. Addressing concerns following the implementation of the levy, the president cited recent improvements in Ghana's microeconomic stability and stronger cedi as key reasons why the impact on fuel prices will be minimal in the short term. Quote, with the recent gains in micro stability and the strengthening of the Ghana cedi, this levy is not expected to result in immediate fuel price increases at the pump. President Mahama stated when the National Economic Dialogue Committee presented its final report to him at the Jubilee House in Accra on Wednesday, June 4th. Now, there was a council also. He acknowledged the financial strains the levy may place on households and businesses, but stressed that the decision was made with careful consideration. Now, what's it for a beer because to be a 1 liter beer no what the one cedi atoso. Now see air affected prices no pump hono. And the filling station hono. So you're 12 cedis a liter na. You're quite 12 cedis na betua. Na we are one 12 cedis no 1 cedi abrewa na. Enya no kre. Wo ye command do. What just say and na da nko an opeso de da Ghana fo. Why ebra MPP fo
enya no kre.
Adi levy ba. And this for sorry ki cancel hunu. The MPP abaye a lazy approach. A lazy approach. Obi editors who say lazy approach. Oba ya. What the just say what quadruple no. And you mean John Mahama and this for you know. Me say a silly approach, a Jimmy approach.
Hey, that's
if that of Nana Akufo-Addo na a lazy approach dia the Jamaica and this for a Jimmy approach
David we better say it's modern approach
David
me for Timothy
I for Timothy me for Jimmy
but there be Jimmy there
so tie so catch you
me mum dey Timothy approach
sa wo betu me fo sa pan ye kura mi me twira me de twira me ntuwe no asa na me de atwere na me de ma ye sa de atwere na wo betu me fo no wo de wo betwira na wo de nu besi so wo de twira enya Jimmy
native
that's a break because of Mahama what the vengeance be never you wa ma so bebu man
that's why my main question be wo hasis here we 28th November 2011 was a High Court abolishes illegal fuel charge. High Court abolishes illegal fuel charge. Was the High Court in Accra has declared as illegal the ex-refinery differential component of the ex-pump prices of petroleum prices of products and ordered the NPA and the Tema Oil Refinery to stop the imposition with immediate effect. The decision by the court followed an application by former NPP Communication Director Kweku Kwatin and his Development Data Policy Research and Advocacy Organization seeking to outlaw the tax component imposed on June 5, 2009 by the NPA. Hey, June 5, and then 14 years. And the June so beware the eyes of June. Beware the eyes of June. I see. I don't know. Okay, that's me patch. Yamo bo you know so. Newspapers. You buya. Then we come back. You kwa kuma say akrani ne Collins Collins boku me wa ahoma no so. Collins aduma commence. All right, my mini we see the film. Na ne orabo Collins aduma commence any enkomo. I think say Monday no on making statement our parliament na just say emotion papa enti no ye bedi ehon komo Collins aduma commencer ye hwese benya no a na ye ni enkomo no. All right, abra omo ehwe no aha eyemutumi radio 95.9 movement television baka cho say kokode ruwe ne ya tena hwe so ye yasoma na se wonko ye ade kakra bi emranti ba me kwa homa no so na Honorable Collins aduma commencer ene ni enkudi komo. Honorable, good morning. Hello, Honorable, good morning.
Thank God.
Number what is saying?
Me who you go don frɛ wa no party na insurance.
Munian ye. Me who watch mum.
No cre juma e wum say breaking here now say the consistency and kotna
ya.
Na yaba so semna ebobo ba no anu wo hye jama ya busy kaka.
All right. We one of the people feedback no wabonte no it's favorable ewa kona wo bo homodin wo yade pa wo so wo kasa ya na nkofo pay attention pa anti no koso na ye de wo se me sha wonkom last mani bem nti no greater heights e be koye nim but na esebe na ekoso parliament a enu atimi so ni apokire ho na wo kasa asebe na asi
no go no my men share with you for the men to for you know go no over parliament your practice your parliament say abide the BBA ba and find the bill ba the first thing they do and they say normally they engage the leadership omuni leadership class again whether minority or majority irrespective of the numbers the class in a consensus na they do come na committee that specific issue na what bill no we're engaging the leadership no. Eco parliament, our parliament, they want the people be brain, the other people. Other people no next the ene edumedi ebedi no ene. Other people ne buy no na issue of this bill na ye ene ye kan wasemi. Then initially it was not on the I say your parliament and so parliament started at 2 o'clock.
Hey, are they?
Speaker any leadership and now I'm going to your platform says you know you best start at 2 o'clock.
Wow. Now no pariala mo yede. Most that most are in there.
Yeah, ministers were if you open office answer.
Oh, okay, fine.
An opportunity for say an pay say Mama studio. I can relax and have my interviews before I go.
Okay, fine. Then I think it's in order.
Yes. It's about 2 o'clock. Other people ya shall say you didn't come. One you who some of the people for Biaba, friend other paper addendum. Addendum ni baya. Nobody assume say a buying person bill be ba parliament, amendment bill be ba. Name of person no under a certificate of agency. Now, a person amendment on the paper. Now, it was just amendments, non details any hosa. It's the leader on our side. Sorry, I said this is not the practice, and that's majority leader. No, say omodia give but one can't say it has this huge financial implication.
Yeah,
it's your honor. Try to argue his case out. Of course, you say baby, yeah, 88. Or 187, 85. Until you can have your say, you have their way.
At times, you may even not have your say.
It's more refer the issue to the finance committee. And one I'm pretty the leadership say, it has effect on the energy sector. Although a levies and taxes, no, unprompted speaker say, you perceive the leadership of the energy committee, no. A part of their meeting. You can't speak at the two say, said the idea, the leadership, at least the leadership of the energy committee, which comprises the chairman and the vice, the ranking and the deputy ranking. Niam could be maybe. Now, the certificate of agency, there's an idea no, it is so important. Say, we want to suspend most of our rules so that we can take it. Pay our standing orders. Nobody can say, I suspend this rule, go ahead and do this. Next, I don't so much say, you refer Adena to the committee, the committee no immediately and what's nothing. Near mobile who the bobo who we are, then for reporting, so I'm not back to the plenary. Near me debate, not a bill said the way by now, then consideration clause by clause. Name pass the same day. And my friend just say, it is not strange, say a certificate of agency. But the word is agency. And say, as someone would they ban, is so important to the extent, say, Ghana for you now, but you have to say, apparently, yes, I was second, said you see, I say, we can be consolidated finance, contingency fund.
Yeah.
And into yet about to say, you see, voter region, yeah. Yes, certificate of agency, say, finance committee, NCS, and finance minister and the authority to withdraw from the contingency fund. That is the essence of that agency. No? But when the meeting the catch on say, we don't see the agency of this matter. And that the effect of this bill, no, a far reaching to the extent that can be engage external people, COPEX, and more into the energy sector. No, engage the response and sign a subject. The can more because standing orders say they refer the issue to the committee. First of all, committee will decide whether it is urgent enough for it to be considered. The core and the catch almost say this thing is not urgent. Okay, any agent, you really tell man say those for agencies say those for agencies say no. Yes, also service you know 10.
But to once my honorable agency need I'm sure say because say certain team satisfy certain ingredients behind certain a agent and
the unfortunate thing about parliament and they say argument I will make you make that argument
okay
and now almost also make a counter argument whenever there is no consensus the standing order say it should be decided
through voting yes
so you mean say
numbers in the hall.
You me ranking my money deputy. Finance committee MPP for who FX. It would be become A8. Energy committee in Kwapwe 19. The whole committee near 19. MP for FX.
Hey,
or more. Yes, that's how it is.
There's a war 2/3.
Yes, the composition of the committee is determined by the number of members you have on your side in parliament.
In parliament, okay, yeah.
Unfortunately, 88.
I know, yeah.
If you can't, almost there be, and yes, those for I, those against no, the ayes had. Let us say, yes, and at the committee level, it is a majority decision.
Yeah.
It's a consensus.
Yeah.
If you're clear and we enough, you call the substance of the matter. I think you better check it the clause by clause. I think you share no the document in my ear. In March, I think we did say I am a kind of say just in March. at force in my parliament. Sir, I'm a levy. You can want me. You pass a law in March.
Mhm.
March, you pass you. It was passed in March, so he had come to do an amendment. Now the shortest part of this whole thing is in March, so the bill about who used to be a friend of memorandum. Memorandum near so say the NTA adwene pontia or the side way that should satisfy a certain criteria. But you have to justify why you are bringing it. Or the buy a memorandum in March, or the buy a small kind and say bill here or day he is going to bring the bill in order to take care of the debt network the energy sector.
Okay.
That is what he said in March. And I want to read a portion of the memorandum that he brought.
All right, please go ahead.
Energy Sector Levies Bill 2025 memorandum. And the relevant portion, currently, the Energy Sector Levies Act 2015, Act 899, does not make provisions for the use of the proceeds of the levies to service the debts taken over by government. For this reason, government has decided to restructure and consolidate the Energy Debt Recovery Levy, the Energy Sector Recovery Levy, that is the Delta Fund, the Price Stabilization and Recovery Levy, and the Sanitation and Pollution Levy into a single levy to be known as the Energy Sector Shortfall and Debt Repayment Levy. This consolidation will, however, not increase the amount charged on each of the petroleum products. This was in March. March, no, or this bill Reban, or this a bill Reban, or say the Oba Bayeno, or person consolidating all the energy sector levies. No, no one levy or best friend say energy sector shortfall and debt repayment levy. Name or say a book or say Ghana for in March. Said the all year will not cause an increase in the amount charged on each of the petroleum products. Now, the other bar March now, there's a said there will be a way to it. Said there in the best so the amount of levies are on person charge. This was in March. Now, Baroman petrol in March, okay, say liter of petrol be an charge 95 pesos. Liter on petrol be charge 93, on diesel be 93 pesos. Liter on naphtha, a distillate fuel, charge 95 pesos. Liter on marine oil, marine fuel, charge 4 pesos. A liter on marine gas, charge 3 pesos. And then a kilogram on liquid LPG, charge 73 pesos. And no say, boss, as I figure you there be the patrimony to money. No, what I'm doing will not cause an increase in the amount we charge per liter. And you see, you will say, what can I say? After you do Parliamentary committee meeting or the amendment by 95 pesos no charge per liter. Or so the one city ever the count.
All right, but now answer. 95 pesos per liter no. Yeah, you say a friend no shortfall and debt repayment levy no.
Absolutely.
Now a consolidation of already existing levies. And no market can boom way better 10 pesos, I 30 pesos, market in album by 95 pesos. You know to the end piano one now order that. And as you be TI.
Oh no, order that. Okay. The energy sector levies no order that.
Okay.
When you consolidate us, the other say and say, Minian, Mr. Mumwame, na Mabato a Tebi ho. The person may restructure the economy and its usage.
Yeah.
And that I want to use this portion, the Bubo Yenano, and no the repayments and one.
Repayment.
Just
say the could try legacy debt, no?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And even energy sector shortfall and debt repayment levy. They may some will say, Susano. In the memorandum, will not change it.
Okay.
It will not have any effect on the final on.
Okay.
I think you could do committee meeting on the new Ibaya. The 95 pesos is moving from 95 pesos to 1 CD 95 pesos.
Almost 2 CDs.
What it means, they say, or the 95 pesos back plus another 5 pesos. Which means he has got it or no petrol no one we're increasing by 105%.
Hey, that is serious. Levies, no.
The point you're making. Diesel also or they call 1 CD 93 pesos. Not as what 93 pesos, no. No, another 93 pesos account, no, 7 pesos account.
And but so where's our argument? They say, Oma increasing over 100% now. Because the consumer is not paying the over 100%. The consumer is paying the 1 CD now. Even though cumulatively, no, by 19.5%, but out of 19.5, no, 9.5 is already being paid. That yes. And that 10 1 CD in the baby to you, and I'm a boy. Okay. 95 pesos no. Or the person the 1 CD account. Okay. Which is 100% addition. Of course. Yeah. I get you.
The arguments I'm making.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Say, or the more than 100% abroso. It would have 2 CDs. Okay,
so you are now working the 100% on the 9.5.
Absolutely.
Correct.
He has now added another more than 100% of what we used to pay. At the account.
Okay.
And to say, you know, say, little be 95 pesos. To say, you know, or the 95 pesos you make account.
Yeah.
The 5 pesos account. So the 95 pesos no the count to be 100% addition.
Yes.
And also the 5% account. 5 pesos account.
They are both 100%.
So he has added 105%.
Wow.
To that. A liter so liter 93 pesos no. To say 1 CD 93 pesos. Oko left nafta na 95 pesos and also for the 1 CD 1 CD 95 pesos. Now what is even dangerous? Fucking man, the marine gas. Now marine gas no charge marine fuel no charge 4 pesos. You 4 pesos. So say on the 20 pesos na account. What it means is 4 pesos no one. Or say another 4 pesos, another 4 pesos, another 4 pesos, another 4 pesos. Or the 4 pesos is 4 on the account, which is 400%.
Wow.
It was 4 pesos. So say we move from 4 to 8 pesos. That's 100% increase.
And almost said about the na be emergency. Almost say.
Almost person be kind of correct say. You call mass no. Mobile parliament so better here. Our argument on the floor is million ato nyan to boise. Now some of the statements we making are too populist. Because revenue lines a wo na we free ho no a. You bon sem ema wo abonti no. How are you going to close the gap?
Yebusa no. When you no.
Yebusa no.
Was it compliance?
Was it compliance? He's going to ensure that there's compliance. And that the tax refund will be why the Bible says he's going to make sure say oral corruption corruption.
Look at them.
You let the way freeway, you're careful. That impact away freeway, you're careful. It's everywhere. Give us an alternative arrangement. A bit close to that gap now. But at the time I'm all making that statement, so you're a young man. Now which am I better? So what better?
When the budget we feel ya fa.
Say no dear. So yeah, young man, now which am I better? Now you charge 5% to 2% or so, and now you levy. Now you levy the first 100 cities a free no. They say there, and the first 100 cities who to petrol 2 cities you charge.
Yeah, 1 city you charge.
1 city you charge. And you see, you're in your core budget. E-levy and you know. I see e-levy be Ghana for a bit destroy the ecosystem. E-levy no a bit discard Ghana for when you can hear e-levy in the brand 2024. E-levy sickening now you just free amount for the Ghana in 2.1 billion. So we say 2.1 billion. Let's say me and the momo. Why we momo? A buying sick our free because we momo in coming now bomo. 2.1. Or the bill way by and essence a financial implication. No, and rather say once the bill has an effect on the consolidated fund, you have to come with something they call the fiscal impact analysis report. If the committee meets them, so can we have a copy of the impact analysis report? But they anticipate it will give them 5.7 billion.
Wow.
And 10 years, amount for 10 years. Amendment about June. From June to December, half of the year, obit me 5.7 billion. You let the charges from January to December, and we are 2.1 billion. But from June 10, he's anticipating that within 6 months,
almost 6 billion.
5.7, absolutely. What it tells you is, they say, the e-levy demand the whole year, no, or not the half year, no, 2 times what the e-levy gave us the whole year.
Yes.
So you can imagine, say, next year, you see January 1. Sign and a baby through this 1 city no more charging.
Now, me patrol, my read story be from energy minister was say, sika we na ye budget kwa enye ye fan conservancy energy sector debt no. Then we the Bible to crude oil ne refined oil ne adade e say the bitime ato fuel. Minim se na say shalom be kan parliament na. And run you so anopen so ma say read another story from President John Dramani Mahama or say says ka we 1 city 1 city mo kan kwampo no emma enye hu because ye ntua na you know I absorb that it is saying
infection John Dramani Mahama there said aban ne hwe no na
kilentua
on top fuel baby oda ye ne hwe no nto ka say enye hwe enye no because on kopom enkoto petrol it's on to be
yes
excellency on top fuel it's o ka say ono no ade na ye kana mu ye dede wo ho no hu de ntia mu ye dede enye no nwa me ma me o secretary me ma me o pen pampetia patase wa wutie na wo tetem wa wutie na wo soko abroma eduko oyera no tie the president eka that's how koto 1 gallon 2 gallon edugu moto bromu wa ko ya ko afuo no tie the president eka whether he feels what you feel me and wo bo man me and wo kwa man ahinkro danase enkwanta kese I'm 10 miles, 15 miles. At the core form of painting, as a mequa, the camera in the meti, Namato, Abobo, petrol, Egumi Bobum, I'm a day corner. This is what the president is telling you.
Maybe I should tell to a factor ready with your daughters was saying. Where is city newsroom? Was say 1 city for a levy hike won't affect pump prices. Mahama. President John Dramani Mahama has assured Ghanaians that the newly introduced 1 cedi fuel levy will not lead to an immediate increase in fuel prices at the pump. Addressing concerns following so the president cited recent improvement or say when the recent gains in macro stability and the strengthening of the Ghana cedi or say with the recent gains in macro stability and the strengthening of the Ghana cedi, this levy is not expected to result in immediate fuel price increases at the pump. I said just saying.
The president, I think, say, you know, who address the president, I think that he's missing the point. He's not understanding the enormity of what is happening.
Hey.
One of the most dangerous things I say young politicians are guarding against is that we should try as much as possible not to lose the confidence and the trust of the people we govern. Mm-hmm. He's taking it lightly.
Wow.
Just 2 months ago, a new trend to crowd. No more economic forum. Not to hold on at force and deliver the speech. I don't have to force and guy.
That
of the president.
Yes.
At force and say he does not pursue increase tariffs.
Yes. No one simple
to take care of the inefficiencies of ECG.
Yeah.
And then the president at your press conference, I mean, say once in the don't worry. Is this the kind of communication we should be giving to this kind of thing? As someone just last month, a new what year in Pahon, me say in March, after forcing came to Parliament under your authority as a president. And the country Ghana for say consolidation now, it will not lead to an increase in the tariff.
Yeah.
Official document in Parliament. Now, minister not telling how the council will say. The country I will say 1 cedi. Now, what say even Ayariga? I'm not surprised. Say Ayariga on the floor during the debate. After 1 cedi there, I said 1 cedi there.
Hey, now 1 cedi.
You see the danger is that
when they talk for 1 liter, it's Ayariga better 1 liter at the free Accra. Ako a yana a friend said the whole no.
Meaning last year, the total amount of fuel you're consuming in Ghana is 5.3 billion liters.
Wow.
5.3 billion liters. into the 1 city to be at the
5.3 billion pepe.
No, yes, the 1 city to swap a second one.
Debbie.
So for anybody to trivialize the whole issue, not cast a 1 city, then you don't really understand the plight of the Ghanaian people. When we said drivers unions about out, what it?
Oh, Mate, in fact, Enra Minyan in TSA, Basa Kisi Kukumasi.
Yes.
No, Omuye meeting a Jordano, say on Babeti fuel so.
Yes.
Nazo sono Enra, and I'm saying we buy no. Or my issue stop, he said, please, more beer ante so. Because the urban who many bidding ko much as a Basa Kisi no. Or yet Kumasi in and out trip back one. Omo use 220 letters per trip. Accra Kumasi. But I say,
what's it 220 letters?
Yes. 220 letters. Accra Kumasi, Accra. Okoba could be 220 letters. If you go 3 times a week, which means 660 letters and all tongue or better a week. It's almost a motiswa and ye.
Thank you.
VIP for.
And you see the analysis the price at the pump can remain the same, but the transport owners cannot reduce the prices.
No,
absolutely. So the argument should never be set pump near still 13 cities. It is totally wrong analysis.
Hey, Georgina Posse, yeah, fan could try a canoe. Nemo ye the Kotor refined oil near any Nemanema
and almost Parliament.
Bukowakam.
They say almost because the memorandum no the bread of Parliament in this amendment no and then the memorandum did not say Sika we fuel and it didn't say so. The memorandum says it's going to take care of legacy debt and that some solve the problem no once and for all.
Hey, and you are class and for
that's what they said. That was the memorandum.
Okay, share me could have been maybe ICCA. Facha say major time. I say 1 CD energy levy, not for legacy debt. John Jinapo explains need for the levy. Joy News. Me major online. I me sorry by. It was say the Minister for Energy and Green Transition, Mr. John Jinapo, has insisted that the newly introduced 1 CD energy levy is not intended to pay off legacy debt, but is a necessary measure to sustain Ghana's electricity supply amid rising costs of procuring liquid fuels. I don't know.
See the goodwill no omo. The goodwill no omo. The best from say they should maintain it. Now it is eroding too quickly. I've checked social media. My checking media house are even friendly to the party in power. Go and check all their sound bites. When they check it, so moon see the air canon. I say, baby, yet do no moon cannot quench say, or moon revenue will protect his own binyano, or moon sanka. That is the bottom line. Dollar now above for mono. The export process are no more expecting they will not get it. So they have to just find a way to charge new taxes. It's as simple as that. You can't say wait or more. You can't say or more.
Collins Adwako Mensa, Fija Quabre North this year, one member of Parliament, our Honomo, and so far energy sector they open out we have former minister our Parliament on.
And
I will break a cry.
Other members are no more energy committee so that some me ranking member.
Okay.
I friend Ulua,
okay.
Ulua. Only they know I energy committee so for some time.
Okay, fine. That's right.
It's also is quite familiar with the area.
Okay.
And I might say for you, more boss.
Yes, I.
And you also is quite familiar.
Okay.
With the issues, you know, and of course. It's not an ministry, you know.
I should do that also.
But generally, no, I have a very good support system.
That's fine. All right, honorable. Eti nyame advance me da wo ha no ma. I feel na we say issues na be ba de Jomahama ababeka president ababeka and the Georgina Park and
but me that ye start meetings be.
Okay, no problem. Say as usual, we can you meet me edin komo e wo phone so. Why? All right, it's honorable. Nyakopo insha say na wo je beni di komo. All right, and we are for NT Honorable Collins and Marco Mensa were a member of Parliament for Asare-Bediako North. Now, where we can one of the shining stars were the former administration, and then the MPP, the mighty minority, 8 members of Parliament, and Wakahu, yeah, would dimut into my partner. Aha, won't be radio 95.9 Movement Television. Makacho Seko Kuderuni Asumano. Ya tina hwe so se wonko baby emrant no se konkomba fie na akware de holoma panimua ena ebo nti no mejim kakra na bo ama no dasibre na Collins adwa komensa ena we free studio
akobi no bi you know say we free studio ko no say ala se no ani jim ko ba homa amafo bi se sadawru OSP ana woko ayi
yanche
yokofo ana enabi so wonko ba bia bia me fa no bia nso ntime fa
right enti nana hesi wojiri was saying Gordon, the interesting thing is this 1 cedi per letter do so levy is not going to solve any doom so issues. They are raising money as a gap for the falling dollar. In their own budget, they pegged the dollar at 15.4. They've already lost 30% of the budget revenue and they are looking for stopgap. The devil is a liar. And I see OG. In fact, as I'm working, and one wakano because my dollar my peg in 15. So at the bottom they see, and then that for my and you can rather no more put the more when follow young betty media and maybe because more peg no 15 and choice kind of two say near the bay and then there's a walker bagels. Kwaku bagels and go forward to catch a batch of
nipa no abrochiro and of friends as kwaku bagels one tin kan assemblies
na hu yomo fe
nyagoro nam so ho bibia ko
bagels basi ya na metin you say the apapo na san na me the bafom so ono ye high grade and I me the no ye
and me grade what
Eti Kwaku bagels was say if the price of fuel remain unchanged as Mahama is saying the amount of fuel you receive will be less. And it is say ya nkotua dia okoya ombetia fi
good
ombeteletes no so ama
kan meka no kwaku aka no
na kwaku aka no na we ombete so ama ntino was say ato is he not the same person who said tariffs should not be used to offset the inefficiency of ECG at the just ended economic forum? Now, what kind of a chameleon life is this? D levy substituted for E levy. God have mercy on Ghanaians. Alaji Same, Atlantic base, Bogatanga. Now, Same no. Because last thing you a chinyeba who say na large bed of the Same. It was the buy and was say. Now I don't know what I said. Hani dini ye Salisu Amadu Muhammad. It's a Sam. Salisu Amadu Muhammad. It's in what you find. It means so. And yeah, Alaji Samuel. And we try to say why the Samuel. It's no. It's Boga for you now. Boga do bulldogs. More man.
Imagine microphone.
That's my for if I more upload for say ye chamo pa because more yendi more boga more busna mungu and the other nyina mu nyina no ye chabo kwatabalo so a old airport ho nyina no so no ye chabo nash ye chabo papa yanko that's
no oh man pani Mahamas man no can say affect hwane na debe me kaneno say me koto fuela me to fuel na wie me say me to fuel 4 gallons na me de me back to school na fe me de me akọ na adwumam na me nso me de akaba ma adwumam akoto fuel no 4 gallons say me de me ko school na ma family de akọ e bia no store ana ni market na me nso me de akaba adwuma me to wi a menya e bia 50s e de ama me mana ko school
yeah.
This time 50 cities na me dey ma me manako school no waje afiri me ho some to say for program so say no waje for is 50 cities na afiri me ho na obeka je say affecting say say
me nwanwan
enti no jan adwene be no wonya ya wode keke kan sansensem no enti omampani mahama ni NDC fo de se scammers aban bi aba sasu we sunya Ghana ho scammers aban bi aba e ho wiase ya eduru NDC ya ne diso bi kan kire me we ya mo be ye ho omo ji Ghana fo nyina sika nyina wie na omo timi de te e ka omo ja to ho no a omo sa kwa beto no so a amaka se ba ya ade enso nyame no ma ya de o ye ni mo abetutu ye botom eno no na onabo afanyoma kan se Collins na ne kon am se Collins na se ene de sika de wo ye no ena mo gi free ensem by force mu wi a de mo ekura ya mo age no mo sa tutu ye botom tazi ayi akronfo mo ko fa akwo bi amo kwa chire no amo tutu no ho na sika no botom ana mo di blade sunsu ana ni ho se na sa mo kwa first canton no botom na mo chire mo nya bi
Mr. Asare-Bediako ya mo bo newspapers so ai ni ehwesi a wo say police station is not that stable or sir wo hefa is it radio or on social media but sir baby aye
me say o man yehu baby
wo yes specific
because first me record Facebook me call na to call am be call
YouTube ba na ho no ye kama okay eti baby a won bia Mr. Asare-Bediako ma ya mo newspapers no front page headlines no na yemfa enko na aka no entoa so Daily Guide nurses strike bites nationwide but you were hefa Mr. Ufori so we're around that to bring a baby afa like yimbusa say so far no ebia se kolibu a obi ko kolibu no me hwe anase mamu bi ya mamu bi first polyclinic umbetimi akol musisi yi ne akwakohwe se etese ya Daily Guide was nurses strike bites nationwide Dumso levy 8 times levy Baumia Charles Bisu accomplice convicted minority marches on IGP na we no Charles Bisu accomplice no and the usu de no me we asanke to bi ka OSP engaging in anti-corruption business OSP engaging in anti-corruption business Martin Amidu and they make his allegation no nti yanko Daily Guide na e we say e buy the Daily Banner Bamia Lambas NDC over Dumso levy fueling deception how NDC's Dumso tax betrays Ghanaians fueling deception how NDC's Dumso tax betrays Ghanaians minority MPs protest over Zablekumanov then Sampine serves defamation suit on media general Kodebe Dako Sampine and also a media general for be akasim bi atolo so twanto atolo so ntino wasi wo mo e wo court etie no and on Daily Banner and the DBC e buy next paper Searchlight newspaper Untumi was on hunger strike for 5 days says George Odru honorable George Odru e ba say no obeka sa asem no e wo ha say no mo na mencha de cheba Untumi ne ho odin he's on the road to recovery kama pa antino sa NT next paper please Daybreak NPP MPs charge on IGP tax on liter of fuel now 3 cedis 35 pesos I also was a tax taxes now 3 cedis 35 pesos wow Mahama Defense Petroleum levy and then Gold Board plans Gold Village. Sami Jemfi and the front page of the Daybreak newspaper. Baumia slams NDC and so ever holmo. Yeah, next one so. The Meridian was the NDC increases for prices as once the per liter Dumso levy takes off. Baumia slams NDC over Dumso levy. And hold on now. Once it end the do so levy no and ensem and I just say that baby yeah next paper so EMC papers no asan did that say asan dia yanko
okay but before say no kono say obi akotwe no YouTube ho comments section no say watade na efe pa
oh sir and the first that man
dey na fenti ye dey say that be magidi Fred clothing
yes
gidi Fred clothing omo ene pam sa dey na dey nwanwan say omo amesusu omo pam and so no ho pepepepepepe
me size in there obi atimi pam
gidi Fred clothing no say wo African way bia wo Ghana and I say ope say siesie wo ho ye pam tade kama ma na wa hu say yes onyema ekoyi a bragidi fred clothing omo wo kokomlim ye nche he ya omone top radio and we the same lane oba omo ebejuju kama ukuta wa material na odi ba omo beji na omo pam no kama style bia wo pe no ma pam no sa ama se wo hunu bi se wo de hunu atade bia kontin na pa tan picture na fa be kire wo no se sa atade we style bi na mepe omepam ama kama ama wa nkasa wani age wo occasion bia program kese bia pese okọ na pese uduru a woda sononko e wo atade hyemu a gidi fred clothing si bra na omo emma won nim nkombenyam e wo hono mo ubetimi afre won mo 0592 401 816 0592 401 816 and 0500 392 562 0500 392 562 Fre na omunsu nsiesi na honye fe
that's what I make us say the OSP and the man na wo ye no woni obi anya asem wa frɛ no wo se we investigate no asem na court nipa kro no aye plea bargaining nipa kro no aye nipa mu wonya akwada owodin ekuta the passport ekuta the Ghana ID card okoto aba ni din e wo so no eno ano de koto aba wo tro ni din de court no wo tro ni din brane wa afọ obi din ambata ho but what the official website official website of OSP and the Wowusu
aid to
chairman to me
Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party
has been convicted of so and so. What do you want to achieve? What do you seek to achieve? You see that the mischief, no, it shouldn't come from you, the OSP. It shouldn't come from official communication. Let others do it. The moment and get that linkage, no problem. Of course, we say and the usu ayeduma Emma Chemawun to me. Yende and yet this will be quite to me. I will deny. But so we said that actually dear Bata say because as some now if first issue now in Nenyano, it has nothing to do with Chemawun office. And the person and the usu and Nenyasem. It is some woman is would oh pass would it cannot pay a buy ya now you bo OSP say Uraki say baby beer yes say atabna when him atabna when him be free so we say be kwuni anaka boko kruna we free so no yes the back say jabe
ene ne de wo yesi
ne back say jabe and yes one ne de one obi na woton cocaine police assembly eba is legon now you see your drug keka say nyina how will you feel
because mama medina sa na nka obeka nti ade na obi a otini ba bi de o ma ne dinna o ma me na wo wo no kura free ne yem no
o ma me no mpo
ye ka o wasem ne din be bata ho a obeka se mama medina
yes
ana che ma wontumi na wo twere wase bato official website a wodi ne din be bata ho ana che be no obi a wo ye lawyer ni so wo ye woni ma te se de woni mmra te se me amete studio hey enye
wow
onya sa anyema no na emwo no
that's what the twaso
sa anyema ne mana ekokokoso no ese yehwe na yehwe ni yie nasifo omukọ strike omukọ ya chekakra but na yehu ni yie enu and start bite ye because we say strike no ye chance say ye special services bi any OPD na free mo a na man from say I don't know are you serious are you critical because they say ne who do na sorry say ukọ hospital a ukọ a obie ni obehwe
yeah
enu anyumre me ni madam for nurse bi e was interest hospital Kumasi Kasai anu ka say hey o ma jai nurses no continue doctors no kwa adwuma no se nipa 100 na mo ha o mutumi hwe be 20 o ma bre na o mo nsoso ama o ma aka ni na ekofi ade na ekoso no ha dwuma o mo che se
o mo se de tom cost
o mo ni aban no akọ agreement bi and some condition of service and shebi ama o mo asiginaye ntoma wie bibia ka implementation aban we ba ye 5 months etwam Oma bona no. Omo as few months aso. Asisi o so say omo fa nya adwuma.
Abane nye.
Omo nye. Eno ana mo so sisa na chede na yeso betena e ba bi. Nti se momo nhihye ya abana ya to ho. Mo ba ya abana discard ho de. Ene de mo nya kwan e yusu. Na mo abana so abana ne ya nhihye ne da ho. Na mo fa ma ya adwuma na mo so mo nya di a. Ana yenso so yenso enkodwuma. Nti problem no ho na akosha asere free. Na how ade ba o ma wi mu no. Onya asem ketewa. Enye asem ketewa. Na wiase wa hu. Se yesu duan kontompo fidi a fifiru aburu a
efifiru na
ho nti ekwan a dwamahama ne andisi fo fa so e ba aban mu no omo bebre ankasa omo bebre omo so mefa omo so omo doso se bi ni so makofa dum so levy abaya omo doso nti by force ye betua yi but still omo ho nto
na se Ghana fo betua so betua omo
ye betua ka ha omo ayo ma se good way no wo ho ne enti boni bi e pese di Ghana fo bia ye ni ntem emfie na no mra no omo refi Ghana ni Dom the MPP ni chese Ghana for we mfiri asem.
That's why me twam ho ketua bi na we dey just be 2 minutes. Na me Kofi Kinata e wanwum bi ye friend Saman. Nti besa me dey sa anwum no fam just about 2 minutes. Ye ba back say pe na na dey say wo baby this. What's the day? Debi ye ba back say pa na chese. Na mo abin peche na mu ntwa ho. Okay, and I'll be pitching in the one. Mati and the boys, but the boys are breaking. Ghana 7th December ye nyina akokoto aba ye kan wie na John Dramani Mahama aba be president elect of the Republic of Ghana. Now he is the president of the Republic of Ghana through the ballot. You didn't get there through the bullet. You got there through the ballot, not the bullet. And then I feel the national security for more yajim home and asa. Edebasem. Edianko. Most right now, motatanko for motatanko for motatanko for M5 so be M. Mobile Ghana for you now to one. And I'm person who declared the whole Ghana say, I fed ye will be a virtualist and the house arrest. It is out them because yachawana. A brand to be a fancy comedy. Let me put it on record here. Fancy comedy. National Security Coordinator say ABA say free wa catch dia. May catch will say and call for be some national security for they are out looking for BIF about the fancy comedy. National. Said Dianya fancy comedy or a TikToker say why video fancy comedy na brand to be na wakasa na say what in the session of Sumziness will not have sumuno ha what was our brand no. One on your fancy comedy. Then why ya say why ya TikTok be say dear and President Mahama Emma and for a year MPP for no same before so Baswa one band or double because President Mahama will not be in government forever. Now welcome on the and that's a statement of fact. MP for Bombay triple. And one put can double. MP for Bombay can triple. And that you see that is a statement of fact. Obia fashion the trimu say and Yema NDC for a year MPP for say MPP for bar it is going to be a matter of course. I was so many 3 times. Why when your appointment and Nebian can who say I will dismiss a letter? Why will your MPP now? Why now your MPP near NDC for bar bemu omu yi wadi no can we say why you the letter no who call leave who 4 years leave who was school be afa ko who aware be akoware who person ko so a wale ko wo na won tan ko krom abusu asase be ma kole kodo 4 years time you come back to ko ye adwuma MPP
no simple
kole ko ye adwuma MPP ne ka che Yakopon say wo sre no o ma nkwatenten ene ahoden na nkwatenten wunya na wunya ahoden a in 4 years time obeye adwuma ama MPP aba back to power money nam we yes we aka say yoko ya mo che chema wuntumi emrantere ma ba wo bebre on ba yi I am telling you put it on record enipa be 6 enipa bebre ye mo se mo yayifo national security for na motata wo motata ye be chew waka say ye be hwe Ghana kasa ye kan wo my Ghana mu wo bin trongu ho say this is the standard ye use and go for tell radio so catch up sitting president say one cool yere mutibi ye dey now obi till radio station area kete was the president Kufuado wo former wife una cool no me come ampon me na mampon no asebi onifa na ne yere samajan and wo su penimu abon the breast say ne yere wu be 20 years ago muda so ka ne yaw kekan sam basa obi ye omoden now because the President Mahama yes say and this MPP so bad be mo on be double yes we ti kwa pai share and the mutintim
say omono
and the mutintim
ade ba kwa me wo hoyem nwanwa ne say
mutintim
monya NDC security moya national security sa mon ti dia adwuma na moya na ase a we national security operative a onya NDC security operative enye sa mo hwane azoka boys no bi adwuma na moye yati Ghana hanom na NDC for call demonstration anom twetwe asekan oba bese akura asekan agina TV anim odi sika no fa ne minimum motisa president for friend da
eye basintale ya ene oba
no motisa president for friend da nanu ya yekofo kofa chema wuntumi se abrantia bi akoka se ye ba munsu animu odi safa ne minimum nti monkochi nkoku no asedu nketia general asedu nketia no yemu national chairman no wankasa fa ne safa ne minimum
me ba cho obi was our pictures na video na asedu nketia se wo election na owia wa yese ene bo so no wa yese ni nyina no wa wo mpacho send mami ene ebra NDC youth no ekọ former president Mahama efie omukuta ensekan asekan omato asekan mo na omato ade agum ayi box sum ye omo cheche mankofo shine like confetti bacho sekan no mudi yese ni alade nyina no me change phone it be sremo wo video any pictures send mame near display this here say what are you saying Ghana yem fanche NDC for munya majority shareholders. We are all equal shareholders in the country.
Ani ma mo ye no enye enti on ye mo ba chi Ghana for nya because nyame ya duma ya de ni a MPP be ba he na no mo ye MPP di agu MPP agu MPP na nim send this betuna tena se besi na sabire ya mo ba power fine mi konfo na osofu be she mo kom se dwuma ha ma be sa be win election kama ka so boa enso aba enti sabe ma tumi no mamuti mu dam se we ya mo anya no mu de mu be se Ghana fo nyina na dai mu ya to aba na mu nya majority o Rollins de ya nto aba na nya majority no majority ni nyina na ne dia no obi e nkwa gina enso nu mpo ne brasuma no ko and say why ya to aba na so nya majority na wo dom ha mate akonya so a sitting president ya okon election o lucy more than 900,000 votes. Now we need to make myself power bill. And then you know president of Ghana Hanmo. And to we have found national security operative. Monfa June any nyansan to adwuma moye no. Na Ghana ni bia nsuromo. De metuma ya ba ko pe. Se bechi nipa na ku no. And then this is so de mo be ya moye anya obi anwanwa. Se mu kum nipa na anya obi anwanwa. Anya obi anwanwa. Ba mususu hunu na Ghana fo. Na ye nsuromo sa. O ma ne nya mo dia. Ghana ho ansa na ndisi mo for me. Enti de mo ye no nyai. Na mo hye nipa bufuo na mo hwe na se aban ne sesa na nipa to nipa bi so wura mo nkasa nipa bone na de ekosue no a obia anka hwe wo Ghana ha no ebere bi baso no aha ne behuna nyansafo o ne behuna ahemfo a wo mu nanim afutuo ye behuna asofo mu afutuo ye behuna nkabofo mpanimfo mu afutuo no na ye nyati Ghana ha ne ye hwe because ye Mahama ama kwan ama NDC fo wo mu national security operatives no ye no time. Say national security coordinator and it's a national security minister so whoever someone nimbia mon frame on crop for no mon trans na country omo say the omo Ghana ha airtime adai mo ba Ghana ye hu enye hu Ghana ye hu de bro so Rollins de obaya ye no kra ye tena mu besi nne enye we ya mo ye no montimi hu na obi ankosi ase ana mbe kuma montimi kum Ghana fo nyina
Mr. Santi mama picture baako pictures na start eba but mo amwo aha ba ko nie wey eye former president Mahama fie and NDC for kwat etentam nsekan brand new machetes and moto egu box mu no mko mu yima mo and mo e de yesem metwa wo kon metwa wo ti obukuta sekan yo obi ka chi wo mo omo wa said obia ni mo mu nyina oba ba obia ni mo bia ebi bi kwa bojo Mahama ba president omo mu position obi ya mo den
sabe na national security ni Ghana ha
na we koye ya yes e bachiwe we koye se bachiwe we koye se bachiwe lifestyle bed no what kind of security is this me the national security coordinator e to the bia minim say operatives ni be o mutumi na mabibire on the blind side of the coordinator ba mesrew enema e koso no tifre wo mrantie no maba ne say enema mo ye no ebegu ani mase wo ye former police officer. We are former police officer. We need say the brand ECTA. It may sure say you condone some of the these excesses. That's right. Yeah, birthdays before my so walk account. Me say bacho my birthday back we say me the mount. Chametum na ye kosi na me hwe me the small girl be mount ana me the small girl be picture at the mount. Eti mame efia sifa abrefi amponsa
anokra wa happen
also the man no but factor so my na amponsa be dia ko eba no eti small girl no was atade ayibisa kambeka kala me mo medim colors
as blue bisa
as blue ho me color blind do ntino eti mo factor so my efe no mame efia
sifa abrefi amponsa
ne papa dindi na amponsa be dia ko that the battle ho
Mr. Sunday no
also the Sunday no okay this is the Mr. Sunday the man no so that's where the man now betimi aha bodini bi
maame afia sifa brefia mponsa maame afia sifa brefia mponsa ene eye o birthday ti o papa na na mponsa be di akọ o se yemfa afidie so anopai na yema o happy birthday ti o se onyankopon mo na nyini be ye panimpa na o mam no enya oso mfaso na busua no so enya oso emfaso nti yema happy birthday
yes that's it but beside ba kuba Mr. Santi abranti bukuta microphone Michael okasa bukuta microphone nti your friend Michael Ampa Michael Ampa Michael Ampa we chief accountant or controller and accountant general department and we Prof K Adam for pa nti Prof K se me catch us on happy birthday what are defeated the Emma and wonkem why it happy birthday to you Michael Ampa I feel Mr. That's a bit
interesting okay Mr. Santi Anastasia Inti Osebunsu yes Anastasia Inti Osebunsu or Massachusetts
US
way every abusia for Nancy Mrs. Estenti yes Asante-Bediako
offended we
busuanum ena ne maame so de Anastasia sao
okay
nti wo maame Anas ene abusuan ni nyina se yemfa afidie so na yema happy birthday nti Anastasia nti Osebunsu awo Massachusetts yema happy birthday anopai afi bless amponsa you don't have any decency and now your birthday wakonta any prophet Paul Kisiapia the warrior prophet and the warrior prophet say yemfa afidie wi so na yema happy birthday nti bless amponsa yema happy birthday ave Mrs. Victoria Asare Ochre Parkins Mrs. Victoria Asare Ochre Parkins e won kokko ene your birthday Honorable Emmanuel Ochre ewa dukrum wase yemfa afidie so na yema happy birthday nti Mrs. Victoria Asare Ochre Parkins yema happy birthday. The next one Lady Posh ewa Spinters ene your birthday Jimama Ansa ewa Movement Television ha wase yemfa afidie so na yema happy birthday nti Lady Posh yema happy birthday. Afe Asare Daniel dodo na friend evidence ene your birthday nti wadamfo sedu adongo enso say yema happy birthday asre nyame insha ama de twato ye Enoch Selasi Ganyo Dekpe Enoch Selasi Ganyo Enoch Selasi Ganyo Dekpe yemfa ma Mr. Santiana I'm here Enoch di ya kemudi
me de ba kwa Mr. Santi say won sabe kan dia fatos ma me opanyini Kofi Afari Minta opanyini Kofi Afari Minta and they would in birthday ni fi de koni okay
Enoch Selasi Ganyo Dekpe and your birthday o papa warrant officer 1 Eric Ganyo Dekpe say yemfa afidie wi so ma happy birthday
na we pete di tie
mama Enoch Selasi Ganyo Dekpe o papa WO1 Eric Ganyo Dekpe say yema happy birthday.
Mr. Sati last one no patch of fatos ma me Mr. Opanyini Kofi Afari Minta ha wonye
go no told you
da meja Mr. no
I was Mr. Opanyini
da Mr. meja na be say be ka Opanyini se ni fie ni no se otutu ne ntuma kama nti Opanyini Kofi Afari Minta wo ye MPP police station chairman Madina Nkwantanan 2
okay
nti ene eye na woda nti Opanyini na bopon emma wo kwatente ahode ewomu na asomdwi emra ne koso aboa MPP happy birthday emma ye ko die ne say ye ko doctor hono doc the hefa na wode ye ko akwa abale ti say
mejoso Gordon
Ronaldo at 40 still scoring
yes
Ronaldo de PLS so
now 937 goals
magase what the most sports me no ba be ye
you are welcome
Ronaldo I said ye can we Ronaldo won Messi ye ka Ronaldo asem when opportunity Messi Ronaldo I said ye ka na we Messi be ka ho be
ye football there Oh, come football.
Ronaldo asani ye. Ronaldo is peerless. But doctor
since you good.
Doctor Yanko.
Me da say Godon me fanchi am fa fi me dima fo ba hospital doctor time da so da no fama ahwefo ene etiefo ena no pe na me musa samampom din no ho etesen esan se me no ka say de me dima fo ba hospital doctor time da so atena se dada e opoko ase mayra ne etense nra na doctor ro kroma enen so doctor atena se eno nti se wonya nya adaje e ma me dima fo ba hospital mpacho sabre ya me no ka say tuana mona bra ye opoko ase mayra Kumasi abua kwa Atwamago School Junction. And me no beka koko ho asem. But before that no, my men chro ye kira kwan esan se baby a ofri baby a onyira esan se mayirafo nyina nyira e wo bra. Dr. Tam da so epiemu e wo mayira no. Ofri Eastern Region, Volta Region, Greater Accra, ana oba mpacha oba poko ase mayira. Obetimi anyaka o Madina do oba mayira obetimi so anyaka wo circular. Edo eba mayira la pass ubenya biedo eko mayira na wanya mi so ofasi poko ase ampacho na wachire o mse oko mayira ubenya taxi ho ubenya trotro ho ope drop na ubenya ope motor ubenya ni ope bia ubenya na de waba piem e wo medima fo ba hospital Dr. Tam na so akache anopai nyame adoma ene wa wo ba bia no untua registration fee of 200 Ghana cedis eno no ayo ochena Ochina Friday, nyame ya aduma a premium service. And no opa oba utia registration of 200 Ghana cedis for registration. Ni atiana say Friday be a premium service. Doctor is Friday the see what say. Mo amuye business no, mo amuye busy. Mo amuni ada agie say mo betuma ba betena medima fo ba hospital. Ekosi say be a bedroom so 1 hour and as 2 hours and sana bedroom so no ntino mo nyi ada agie sanom. Most halfway and a doctor de sa Friday next or the amount say and no your numbers no ofra now near dinkom also no what you 200 Ghana cedis no na amount time any number so number is say but Friday is no a limited number the doctor for son say obi mo wa mo de nro so e bi mo so e ba for review and new ones I fa mo no ya kakra bi said the doctor betumi ahwe mo on time na wa hwe wo no so mobile review na omo so mo beje duro no so wa hwe saafo no numbers aba fra so person obo ochina for the premium service 0244 77 42 82 0244 77 42 82 afei 05 00 72 72 15 05 00 72 72 15 third number no 0245 44 992 0245 44 9592 these are the numbers over from Dima Feba Hospital na anybody nkomo me ba chonya afa na be friend number no abebusa said na mobile radio so man kire we number na say wo pa yare sana frɛ na bra wo person ba for premium service no ni atia na say radio si me no ka say wo si mama akoma edu 10 minutes ne no edi nkomo no eye say ye nkyero ye kira kwan ba bia wo hwɛ ya obehu yen bare mom yare bi ha wo etetel o pe ho anu yi o pe se obisa asem bisa o ba se ye nkyerɛkyerɛ bibi mu mfa nkyerɛ wa twa na mo na bra poko asemayira me bato me dima fra ba hospital ye nyi consultation e wo ho eno nto ba bibi a person obisa bia betumi abisa me dima fra ba hospital ye card na 70 Ghana cedis pe ni a check your vitals na fe ya mo se o se o kwa lab abeye 100 cedis e o so kutwa san e be wa kwa kutwa 100 cedis bibi a f e o me dima fra ba hospital Dr. Tam da so akache bibidro na doctor de ye adwuma ntitie ni ye pa na hye no nso se o ma o me nkonkofa abrofudro mfa mawo esansa bibidro onyankopon ka kire ye na doctor de ye adwuma ebra okoda ewura mu ba ye na onyankopon dai enua ne haban ma didi kire no na o kire no se okoto se ebia nyame dua si ho na nyame dua na haban no aye yellow program pa cho me mfa nkonko ye aduro sanse entumi nsa nyarwa hodo bare duduro na anim ne sa wono de oni man so wo husa nyame dua ne si wei afi no wa na bena na otete na haban de kwa akoye aduro ye won haban bi enne time edi abetimi di asa yare bi Yo nua time any years I was say di ansa na de asanya ro ahodo me ba cho so anya sa nimudie we ya batete haban obetutwa nubira ahodo nso ontumi nsa yare bia fabra me dima fra ba hospital wo akoko ha wo na mpa cho obi wa diabetes na tete no obi wa stroke na tete pressure infertility obi na nteka kra no abrem obi wa na koma ebo na periperi obi wa na nsa moamoa osia na nsa achime mpatwa na nsinya police ni cholesterol na tete wo ni pedua ma ya medima fra ba hospital doctor time da so akache na wo so de ba na yetume bo wo obi a wanya stroke wa mo no achia no mpatwa o ba medima fra ba hospital doctor ma just 3 days pa wano no betene obi a o kidney ase na obi aka chiro so no ma bi dura ese o kidney mpatwa sa nipa no yetrofo enkante sade ne nko nyankopo asema kan no nko wadi etro ba aka chire yense na dro free samaria enkanso nka bo sanyar wa hodo nyina ana o chire yense memei munni aduaba no na momfa haban no mfa nsa mo yare ba cha sa haban na dede nkruma ka ho castor plant ka ho sa haban no nyamedua ka ho sa haban no so no mpacho ne etere se nufutene anso ka ho bi afa tweta akrama kwatinua wodo oya odia oya ni nyina eka ho bi ana Yankopɔn ka ho asɛm ne kyerɛ yɛn no ɛno nti mentra se ɛma yare enyo ni padua no mɔso abram dimafo ba hospital atana se ɛwɔ hɔ ananopai mpacho me so ba yare sabia hɔ a anopai bra consultation ye free o card a obeye 70 Ghana cedis doctor twɛ ɔtena so sabre agye sɛ nwumere ansa na wasɔre ɛmo 8 na ya doctor mpɔn ye o heard the last person son doctor sorry e mi dimafo ba hospital doctor time da so no me ba cho so ba make sure say ye do ba me dimafo memo obi mfa so kwan fa na wa kyenkyena uduru poku aso ba yira na ofaka o fa drop ya ye do ko me dimafo no hu say hospital ho kala nti say ana say afaso ri ti say mpa cho nya me dimafo a oba e bra ho te wo say a ye ba be hwo no na doctor sin so kire say wo ye wo bi na o ankasa o blood no we O positive we B negative when na was odie what in fear say and my number na was we ni nyina kire wo medima fo ba hospital ma me mfa bera kakra aka 3 minutes aka ma me mfa nkire wo koko ade akoko eye wo mamu but o ye oba tie mi ye pa oba nso timi nya koko ntime nkasa me oba de mi koko de me de yedei oba utie me nso koko betime nya sa koko yare no na koko eba ema so ampacho neoma eyeni affect mo menstrual disorder on say menstrual cycle no se koko ba oba so a affect no enti oba bia nya menstrual disorders afi ni menses na nsisi so ni menses na ntimi flow yie ema yie obo se banka kra obi wa kra 2 days pe na twa obi so 3 days pe na twa dan so no mpacho koko timi yesa de fabra medima fo ba hospital ne amo na ye ntu ase mfama oba bi oso mi ni atenka low libido oba wo low libido no mpacho hye no so ma me se koko timi ko so sa de ne woni padua no esan se ebra koko no hormones no na afen krampo so ebra ma ho de na se enu ntiema oba untumi nya atenka nti oba se mi ni atenka me ba cho bra medima fo ba hospital ne amo oba bi oso mi ntimi ni di loss of appetite oseme dia ne manum atome ntumi ni di metia ne kra ntumi nko obi o ha bon so ono mojaduro pa so no ntumi ni di koko timi ko so sa de ne wo ba mu entifa bra me dimafo ba hospital ne mo o ba na se ye nhwemu nyina na nya koko a ye be hu adekode ne amo aduro adura ye de ma no anya se o ko numbi sabi di bitua bi ba to da bi adura ye de ma no ko tu ase de free ni padua mo na afa atumi abo afa lost of memory oba se obo so dwiri na nsese so koko timi cause loss of memory enso ewo ba mu anu ntine emma ne mema nyina sa loss of memory no etimi adwuma wo mo so anu ntise bia se bema bi wo ho a koko ntine bema no ntumi nyina so yie esore kakra bi na sase ni trase esan se ededi ni nipa duanum ni hormones no afa o ma ho de aba fom moja wo se dia furusane no moja no so ate ntumi enkosa fabra medima fa ba hospital na yemo odim se etsadie enkrampan koko parasite esi koko so etimi ya no saa na koko nso wura ni padua no ma edidiw ni padua no nyina na afempo nso no etetew but koko nso oba o skin no ntimi ma no nya smooth oba sa skin aya rough koko timi ko so saade no esan se efifia na epese piepie ewo wedie nani enti kobansa na ekoso rough skin enso ewo ho entumi moa ama onipadua no entimi enyine from ewo ho so oba o menses obra ebetwa ewo obra enye nduru saa mere na ebetumi abasa unya air topic anasa woyɛ abortion me moja etu besa 3 weeks ekobasa moja wa lose from nipadua no it take time eno nti no etimi cause asizi o menses no ma menses no emma eno nti for the children mo medima for ba hospital senya no dia na ekoko ana etete wo na ebra yedu asie na yasori akono me kan kiro saw ye be ma so na koko tete se dia oba koko tete wo na eye medima for na ode ba ye opoku ase mayira kumase abu akwa atwoma go school junction enne doctor atenase o kino betenase opoku ase mayira ye numbers aba frɛ na oni edi nkomo wo medima for ba hospital no tieni ye pa o fra na oni edi nkomo o amona ne o frɛ numbers na ba bia wo bia doctor betumi abre waduro doctor taba Schengen countries ne de doctor ba ho nyina anu nti no obetumi ne edi nkomo oba wo pa wo ya waduro no wan totope enya numbi sabi di bitua bi na finally me nyame admo on the 16th of July our Takwa Central SDA Church 16th July Takwa Central SDA Church ayaresa crusade no eba so obi a wo Takwa bia wo ma muntumi nante no matofom se biram no pacho ayaresa crusade no eba on the 16th July Dr. Tanda so na pamfo nyina eba your numbers no 0244 77 4282 afei obisi mi mo ni bi won 0244 77 4282 afei 0245 44 95 92 last number no 05 00 72 72 15
right
0500 72 7215 God on yebada say
me da say
for about hospital Dr. Time
and that's so all right ebuza for nti Dr. Time da so na wode ne de e buy no ame kwada se bre hon mo na wode ni dwa kakra bi ebuza ade ya ne se wo wade bi a wo ton ana service bi a wo render na enipa enti wo bo ho de wura enye enkwa akiri na wakotueska ama reduce TV station bi a once na ensi so ya papa enti nipa cho ya yɛ kakra bi wɔ hɔ no obetima ba studio na obetima ba office na na edi nkomo ana afrɛ ni a na betima to alamo ne aba hɔ no ebolo ma time na man 2 minutes but wakwakofa documentary 15-minute documentary no de aba with obeda ball within 2 minutes no eto de ani edi nkomo ye betima ba hɔ kwa ba be sad ni nyina e de ama 0509 301 401 0509 301 401 and 0592 589 720 0592 589 720 0246 3751 34 0246 3751 34 that's it right I feel
you but before say men can say ya hwefo ni atifo so person send birthday wish be bad Manimra before 7 o'clock.
After 7 years.
Because you rest you have the bar, me phone o'clock, me shame.
I saw this out.
And maybe I will get you. Next time, I'm better belated. Next episode, the bar, probably before 7 o'clock. Yes, Ramon, Tia Damasi. I'm in Shrama. Mati. You're the Anichemo, Alouette Medical Skin Care for us yet. Na Yako CSC, ya radio. Me say a hot more a year. Nipedia radio laundry, no. In this radio, any say ye fear. A honest or the economy says, Mao. Bibia Begugu, we didn't yama one casano, Wabrabo, a yasano, Oko Alouette Medical Skin Care for her, on my Henoma CC. When you mean, makeup baby in a babana fit. Sir, never Begugu any mono. Now, won't have new free hot, Nakaso di make cap Becataswa. I didn't any public who said this here. Intimisro, a your crow. Your pimples and I so ben aju ni nafa oko Alouette Medical Skin Care ombe hwese ni kama ama bibia awiemudiem akra ha oko osu police station na chia omo ba ko ho Pantan Hospital kwan so omo bi ho na Isiligo na Champon Junction so o ba ko e ho no mo amu kuma se mo fa mo ni nche mo patase Sheffield station ni nche ho oko akoto na omo ahwe mo kama on number 0277 580559 0277 580 559 ko na omo NCC ni pedua no ene wedie no nyina ema Level Natural Capsules aye emema do tetahwe a ye kan fama mema nyina bema bia no a horsepower no etiba fomo no ese oyire ho na usai pagya kosro fi se eno ne ma nidie be fie so ye bema na horsepower no te yira pe ene asema be fie eno na ye no aduane ma wa bo na aduane ne dem no nko de ebutu so no nso eno nso nko bo nse na akoye komsi komsa mesrew e ma sa asem no bi ento usisi tayo ya pa ya no level natural capsules mema no na enyi sa ha no nyina emfiri ho ba bia tuntun ado bia wokọ a benye bia to e wo ho no mo se upe bia tu a wo nkran ha wokọ okanshi darling Repair Ventures ubenye bi ena wo kuma senso na kokeo kolina keba ubenye bi upesa ofra na mane 0599 056033 0599 056033 Nafa Lady Clean enso ye maade e ma mu pese mu siesie mu ho mu nsabu obrenu mu na ankaboni bi e ma mo ho a mo hwe Nafa Lady Clean na kira kwan enu ne hia obi kura se sa padi ya ujafo yes okochama school for ma ye na nkode to Nafa Lady Clean komo ma kenu mo so ba mfa so kura asen pad no nti bisre wo yo ba bia batan wo ba koskua wo baba koskua ya hwe Nafa Lady Clean bi ma no na omfa nko eno boa mo bibia eye kama oba wanyini ko animu wabobra no bia na so pese wo sa ye ababunu no na obabunu no hwe Nafa Lady Clean na kira kwan ebeboa ama ye secondary virgin ama anigye asaba wabrabo mu ba bia tuntun ado bia akwa obenya Nafa Lady Clean ni bia to e wo ho no mo upe bia tua foniche mo Nick Royal Pharmacy e wo kwashiman traffic light odoko kwan no so anafre 0531 156556 0531 156556 ofra oni ebejo so ama bibia aye kama woka odi akonya accident amaka no aye nwonwran dan hunu ayi picture bia obidika akwadwaduamu ama mi akra mi hunu sisi ada se speed be no oko chese odi akwadua no amaka no mu achem yenu sei se yetimi kwaboabo de aka no de ko face my rider obesiesi amana sa aye foforo say accident car fabra and from no meto no mkoye ma o me yawie na akoto se car ni si ho a obaji ho atinye no say esini dede ma aye fekra sen se de na etiansa na odi konya accident no na omo de ne se unya accident na omo be fa car no mo ya esen se be fa break kakra no omo so be ma car odi be nante odi be kwa adwuma ne ke ka ho sa se de be ya ho anyira obebri tie boa ama enima ewie mu di nti okwa wankasa wani beje eno da nchenso a woye adwuma bebre ebaka engine tuning overhauling body works oven spraying air conditioning services upholstery works automatic gearbox repairs ene ne ka ho nyina no onum eye ka huro bia wode beku bia o maye crado say Toyota Nissan BMW VW Hyundai Kia Mercedes Benz Range Rover Chevrolet Ford Bus sene nketwa Honda kabia fako na omunsisi emaw Accra ha o hwe me kira kwan a wo mo ne Accra Academy School no ne bo ho Odoko Police Quarters kwan no so afei Atiko Junction so owo Goy Filling Station no echi ho no mo 0303 944880 0303 944880 and 0540 556 020 0540 556 020 Dr. Solomon Simen Kancho say obi clinic bi e won kran kropom ha ode boasa ada sama yare nti o yare abomodin a ye nkakra bra Solak Natural Clinic na omo ensa o yade o ma specialize e fertility problems mo afa kidney disease liver problem edema aye swelling feet no na setata no afa insomnia no say eduanadwa wontimi nna prostate issue bi a obi afako o urinary tract infection UTI na STI sexually transmitted infection ni nyina wo de ko Solak Natural Clinic omehwe aboa ama wanya wayaresa Dr. Solomon Simen Kancho so mo quality machines ya mo de hwe ni pedua no mu ehun yade no na omotumi aye wo ho adwuma ni kwam papa so a enkofo ha obia emre wo oye laboratory test prostate scan na fibro scan nyina bi nso e wo ho Accra ha kokomlemle no wo Oben Harvard Senior High School no Ayawaso Central Municipal Assembly office won chewa ena onomo wo Fred Doctor 0553 932631 0553 932631 na enomo entwetwe enkomo Tabia Heba Center ne ekuri amde Tabia Heba Mr. etu malaria etu fever etu awututuo nyina ase wanum ato a wontimi ni die no onya Tabia Heba Mr. noma obesi wida dem wonum ebe tawro so aduane bia de beto katema so bia no me say obetini da nkasa eba saa na ema nipaduane hyehyɛ fine me say nipa de ye fuel ene aduane nti sɛ wontimi ne aduane na wo ha nipadua no sro ya na akope bi efiewura upia bonten atota bia heba me sabegu fie na ema busuani nyinaa ho ban mfi nyarwa horo ho na esanse efiewura no wo wani gi anase hotowa efiemu ni nyinaa ni gi enti no tabia heba center for the tabia tekum so aba ya the turmeric and flaccid black pepper dinsin ni ginger na afrafra ye eya dwuma o mema ntini nko a godon na kan ye bia o kan o se aduro bia yenya boso se eya dwuma o mema ntini mu a finito enka bibia nka ho bio obi ate ase tabia heba sen mixture ne tabia tekum yi bia tuntun aduro bia kwa benye bia to e wo ho no se wo pe bia tua number ne 0243 686861 0243 686861 na wajo de ama bibia aye kama so ama ene aye June da to so num ene kan waka na nan na Hisense promo no omo ye no no de be ye Hisense for aye TV promo Hisense omo ye TV promo na omo de ne se omo de TV papa fe ne bo wo fom omatete so na aba ye wo compact TV eno no efri 32 inches a kopem 110 inches chese wutumi say eso ana ye wo laser TV no so efri 100 ekopem 150 inches imagine say wo TV a 100 inches 110 to 150 now te ho na o hwe ade a wo hwe bia wutumi say yes asa oni wo mute ho enkomo na mudie eye ma bibia eye fe wei anche na ba wieye TV no na omo nye promo no kwa na ebo na ebobo ho no soso pa na ne ye promo ya me call ho yi utumi se niema no o matete so ankasa omo ye nukwafo onya omo na da nkrofo ntimi se woni gi ope television bi ato a be bia se odo ani kire aye Hisense na okokotobie na bia beka se me kura bia me we hinifa na me kro wo number ne 0302 550 000 0302 550 000 wodi atwa won keke wonya frɛ wo mo a wo mo ebekire ba bia wokwa obenya TV no bi ato ama ho ato Exodus moringa capsules any Exodus dandelion capsules yentafo dura yedi aba yedi tunyare a wo mo ani edin yarewa bi abetena wo so acha wanum no bebre na nko ye na wakwa yaresa bia pi nso wonya wa yaresa no ya hyase no nom Exodus moringa capsules any Exodus dandelion capsules na hwen senkyereni a ebefiri mu aba esanse yentafo aduntu yenum bom enti baby abekọ bia no ka kire mo se open tafo aduru Exodus nya kasa anko ade a ebe ni mienu nyina ama ho ti yenum na no pa mienu awia mienu anwumere mienu na ena fua bi achi no bohun senkyereni ebekọ so ni padua no mu baby atontona do bia kwa obenye bia to e wo ho no se wo pa bi atua number ne 0544 447 033 0544 447 033 Nature Medis enso di enromi ensa biaba na esanyare wahoro dedi kan ye gastro mixture eno no obi a wonya stomach ulcer ana typhoid fever obi a aduane ton yemu a na ne yemu eye ne ya ana obi a wo diarrhea ana indigestion safo ni nyina mo dressem ko hwekira kwa sesei no eye gastro mixture sam anase yifi nyina free ni padua wo furu numu wo yafunu numu ama wo so de wo ho because yare a me bosu nyina no eye adwuma ye wo yafunu nu amu chenchem furu numu enti se onya gastro mixture no na eko klinimu a wankasa no wa ye free na wonam ba bi ahoden kwanso na wo bo adwuma afi menso plus mixture so eye de ye de bo ma ho ban oba obu nsa a wote yawo oba ne nsa bu osisi so oba bi a wonya yeast infection no edura se ohwe akira kwan eye menso plus mixture ununum bia ebeboa wo na etusa ha no ase afi mema nso mu die bema wonya free 35 years ekono na naturally no o prostate na hyase eye kese o prostate eye kese no de ya na affect no kese eye o jonso ofise emia odroben ya jonso no famu no eba no eba sa na jonso de na akọ jonso kra obre ansana hyase aba na no so kra de ba ni nyina ntimi mesene nko ebi bekam nti wo kwadwon so abetena se na wo sa so akwadwon so ne ye prekope edura na jwa na problem na aya kesi kra ne obesori akwa abasa uhuru enane de woti car mu tu kwan na nye wa private car na woti commercial car mu a ene animguase de ogibi kwase gina se mo nkwadwo nso a obi aba abefuru car set de makodu linda do obi abefuru car na driver ni gina no oba ben yesi nipa ba akomai na ye wa ugina ho na o chim esa na tetio hadwene kope Prostar Plus mixture nature medics edi aba no bi nonom na saa ha oni atete ni animguase we no emfiri osunko na nya ofa ahudi bia bia tuntun do bia akwa obenya saa nduro ya abobosu yi bia to upe bia tua Correpart Ventures or Kanshi Draglin na nabo ache heba wotema community 1 market Equity Pharmacy wa Shama main station and a House of Drugs ensuso ewo La Paz one number is 0248 778899 0248 778899 ufra wonumu ebejo so ama onsusu no wanya wahoto odofo bi ewo efia oton eya abrosansa na abrosansa na American ewo Clagon Spentes ayunfie na chi ho no a yensinwie first floor no ye 6 bedroom apartment ene de o mawie na ground floor no so ye wo single room apartment na chamber and hall apartment and have a 2 bedroom apartment and also so ya wie enti ground floor and first floor no and the omo awie di aka eye esro no enti utimu a na esro na adwuma wale kama na wagye wanya ofie sprinters nso de wunya fie o ha chese wanya prime area akwakotena ehwa ye wo 4 plots of land enso so ewo ha enipa no all enti se opefie no sense plot na opu se openi mienu a nyina no ba ebetase na yaka ho asem na fi yadane ama ye number ni ye 02 pamocho fa encheme 0246 683597 0246 683597 friend number ni se a ofra ye befa na ye no atwetwe ho nkomo na emwa bia sese ye boa obia no ya boa Mr. Kofi Adomako anopa be bia obia ye chia engineer Jonas Ajiman the Gambia man onso so ye moachi na Mrs. Victoria Donko US ye chia mu nyina ye twa ye ho na yaba ye ba twa hisense promo ni wi a afedi akebia ye de betra so
Atu.
Chairman, I'll go win.
Atu.
The chairman will be able. And this is for money more quasi.
Chairman, I want
me have me bo abonten as maku
okay
te me kwa na maka bi a kire ebi o ha o za okay chairman me no wo agro die bi ni ade te me kwa bi say ni na wa sosi de ni asire I don't say so obi o ba bi sa so a o so timi ma ahokeka e ba no ho hande am ye bibi no osire bi say challenge say na ko abonten na say ni say o sa Georgia pa no wa sosi de say be ya obey o ki and say so obi she ba bi a
Okoka
but
the other point the internal politics are sorry was our chairman Sabin
Tio Mete Assembly. Honorable Ade appear could be from what I'm hearing also support
Honorable Brian Champion and the public
champion so I show interest or be contest flag bearer.
Yeah.
Mete Obi ka say me say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Eddie paper be by Brian honorable Ade appear could be wanje. No wanje na o support to brand na o je brand there
and the mama come
obi say
yes say o say that delay a process na say the brand papers na ba be do
you go paper ni nyina na me mani tua me hu ya me pese me bobo so hu ya
okay
ba ko so say honorable credit Japan na hihye chi na o me ache wuntumi adan say ne boy bi ya Alex meki Ibia na say enkoye
yeah
enti ono na o me ache no fine ba me so bi wo ho
And I can Japan so the property. The huge one. A bar say money bill. And now eventually said land title the same thing. I knew. So what you are I know I confuse it. Nah, then I go see. The getting me a chain was said that. Miss Mitchell was bomb. Me say, Jack, I did here. I'm a pow. Meeting chain. Only booting a buy. Meeting chain. Now na wo 8 year. Jack, I did here. I'm a pow. Me wo ho or year course base 3 called TDC. The woman corporation TDC. Guys when you are no afraid. I got no property to no afraid. No a boy away. Say check it. Also, I know. I say Nina sanity. Sandy parents is on the table. You say, Dr. Mahmoud Bamiad in the paper. Now, Brad said, okay, we delay. Said, oh, I don't blame them. Said, Bunny say, can't there will be our can and they are here politics.
But I was seeing film saying, Unipa will claim is on the reporting wound to me. Na on the culture, if you crash baby or sema, and if you are there, culture no. Osi afum so young people ni
na wo ujini di said o kan amba
o ba se o kan public
na say obi o ha obi o ha sa Alex no
security for be dispute ya anka ibi akere but security for nya me kan so boa and wa kind of national radio so ya bo be bia mo biate
obi o ha o be so feel important abrabo na yebo obi o ha o be say o feel important na sa ono Alex no e je son share todo unim govo a ehia no
na no bi nkrofo bi
uni be ehia no me personally me na di leader no ma de o de ye me
so obebu sisi a
me nye perfect dewro unye perfect untumi nye perfect kenaja ponye perfect Brian no one is perfect bedroom rebi a men take advantage obi ahokyere emba onye wo aniji ejupo so kire me say the whole Ghana, Ashanti region, won't to me fee. Security couples or Ghana or Ashanti region, epe won't to me fee. And as a woman, are you telling me won't to me fee? Won't to me. Chema won't to me fee. The whole region, NIB, Yoku, police, Omunim Chema won't to me fee. He just wanted to feel important. Me na how can me find yourself. I'm telling you, me find yourself. Obey my share or John or can me na me or bois. Conte that. Or per se who said no here and as on to any packet be no idea. Made work me George there. Me find yourself. The one minimum or no minimum. Wouldn't the chairman Ned Dilly Pempa? Udi enchaso.
Kabiche ona
wo enchaso obibia won mre. The American say na opese ye hu say o feel important keke. Na me hwe ona bo Kennedy Japan. Ade a obeye sa Branten. Alex.
Oh so obeye ni bibia anka wayere da.
Oh, ada say bibia abotre. Debi.
Oh no no.
Sansem no okika ye no. I nam so ntia nkofo say ono no share chiri no. And I make us or deep paper no buy bear 2 3 afraid TDC and go no me I'm a tin channel. Who say in human being what I say? What TV redo be? What me redo be? Who say are they it's not my conference are they as you have the shisha say and no so or no one about who no been a friend no. And another issue also the property be Eko Beli
Professor
Kumfi, you say $20 million. And no catch and say, Samusi way 15 million cities there. They have no be Amir Kumfino. You see the same document. If I cover when you know, saying all the that document alone, a bro, Sabe born me in aso. And now Andy say, and no, a court, and I could court that. We yoko edinya de yoko for no omo beji meti obi enti ayana
enti who expect say onye ne den then na
onye Alex
no
me expect say more money in the chibio Meme di mea
because every be at say rekwaku anan e so di Dr. Baomi atem oyina di
opamono
but we no na wotwe asembe ye hu no
me say
na wotwe abetwem
wonim there's time for everything.
Okay,
me say mea kemi yina di ebi ono no onyina di ana obeyina di ana oye bibia bia ye nim. But for me ensem no okeka ene de enimguase what do we say nkofo bebre no mo frɛ me adana ona mo kan di ba ho no okono me oni bute chema bute na ba tom ko me na me fi yoko inside o be ja o kan ade chance esa kushia wo ona bo ande apia ko be office ana my confused kakra because of nema mate anyhow or you ready so person ready oboa. But ye intend for no be the policy because of Sir Alex.
But that ajuma pan bobo nyumbi. On design when you must enchain.
What's it?
When you must enchain.
Let me tell you.
Oh, you take ajuma pan bobo nyumbi.
Be about to grab.
When you must enchain, who and must say no ka.
Yeah. And I'm just say, now my confusion. Fine. No because now my confusion. The pain is all she said. Yase. No so opilia just say. Also, and if you are fine, and a mammy, you find on your mouth, and I say, Jenny, Kidia, for which may mean to me, Embua, but I know, say, or bar honor, you call Andy office hall, you call Yuku hall.
Unim, me raise many could be a any week. Many could be a interview and could be a general secretary, right? Or Casa, or do baby no see the room. My main council me a semeka. I'm general. Or say MPP full be frame say minyai won't me non connect because of internal politics and internal issues. Enti minyai won't me achi di adentina me masore na me di won't me achi na say won't me kroma catch him say na say won't me kra wo election one support to adentina wodi na achi nti jan non connect. But as general secretary no odi ya say party odi animu no edusa level no se party ni nya asemo a enipa bi wo party no mutimi general secretary ka chen say party no national party no enya nipa na chi
ano ntina o general secretary no se say no the biggest opportunity for him could be ano na aba no how to amend sanema na akoso internally no na ye use election ekwe nkugori nyina no efi the appointees no be the ministers, the CEOs, the what. So only once mo ye the reform me boy. One area pa me suggest actually national officers and say omo information be can me lusu ya omo free everybody who has been a deputy minister before,
okay,
in our regime, no,
okay,
ombenya information be a bebo omopa, and also can be na me lucia. So moye sade na bebo omo, sade na ompeso moye. Enti sa intena yi a wo kan de. Onyom no, yebeti ni onyom no ay adwuma. Na genuine so betima ay adwuma. But MPP fu bi na wo kan say omo frɛ omo no. Say make sure so bom dey chira
no amodin
fine so amodin make sure say ebe ben soro fo ni bi because
ebe den say obi wa say obe free general secretary
definitely nti sana e ko bae du na ye mompa ye waba ahoden eno si ehia e de ma no nti san ko fo mo kika ye nyina na Brian so ono so epe eyi ni bi ma bo omo di paper omo try Dr. Mahmoud Baumia
honorable Kennedy Pompon
na
honorable Brian Champon
that I say enti me hu internal ayina kosum na fi agitafo ni bi so agitafo ni bi ekeka beka hwe Alex yi dey oye so bad ono Alex no ono if you ask one pepe, I would me kasa good penny masses. Made an answer kind of fine. If you don't say a tenenka, so no so or with demo Oh, TM because no more maska. Then. Oh, maska partiska. Oh my goodness. Unim will be Susika or the boy party. And I can't be boy. And on the old boy, your coalitions here. Oh, here, ye got election, both MPP and DC. Ebeka be 3-4 days me at Waban. Unim a man for boy. Sika ne good time for. I had to a boise in Kunim Beba. Ya told me, Olusu, when you to wine, you go back, sit back, and try to reorganize yourself. Then you say, oh, Becky can go footy, abumsa. For me, immediate, not some of them in finance. No, I see. I was trying to Honorable Jojo Drew and AD and Honorable Jojo Drew. A former MP when you would be say and penny for an catch my own to me hono or ye a mobile. When I then come on, baby, will be our best so concerned this year. The American say the party chita for sa interna ina urban yen ruho say we pursue a flag bearer, we pursue a chairman, we pursue yen ruho, the best. Omon tram na yen kambum, ye kambuma, dear. Eno aso te so the levy aba but omuzo mu change di no any d levy dum so levy what you say eti e kire se kwan NDC fa so ba power no ene de omu ye de se ye nya odo enya nkabo mu ne kan obuma e betuma win power 2028 but a question internal, way trouble way. Now we aid a issue statement about social media. Now we aid a responder and wobia to them in the chat one. Kaboom and a boy.
Yeah, mammy, Margaret Ofuri say, into me, Miss House say, a Branton seminar canoe, person to see Mu and Muswana. Alex didn't know beside.
Not this time, I said the man knew about formula. And I John Mahama say, was I did one city? Abashi assume a Kayamenta Kenya a little bit of a reprieve be a jacka, a Kaya Juja Huncano. Was here the Yam Fatasi Bajoju Yam Fata. Gonna need the term piano, we should go through the hardships. But you better be a 6 months be a Bajoju Kada any man was 1 penny. Eti the air cost on the Mamma was a far quabana and Como. And the Archibald got more quality. Dodo na friend no political asafuache minia a political asafuache akwaba
yo minia Godon the great Godon
obende
yes so we the him and the pass and
first time
yes yeah baba din komo fa Ghana ho
yes
Ghana nkan ko ni ya Timon
yes
Mputu
yes and na menu Philip Chum ye boam so aba Philip na nema te say we dey out aba ntebo na ye den
oh asem traffic akara me kodi
okay mate right oh nyame adom ahode ho
na ye chema so ne ho ye
chema ho ye chema is in good spirits
nyame so be sin no bia ntimi enya ne
of course chema so da obi ase omo ebe support to ye omo bompa ye man no grassroots fo a omo ba ho be bom mo be ni nyina so da MPP ni bia ase nti hu bia ye fast da no emba no mamenko political asafuache ho de yokofo eye chema wuntumi yenkomra former vice president say opese obesra chema wuntumi NPP Ashanti regional chairman enam so no former vice president no want to mean sorry and call baby especially security installation. I just a protocol. It was the to abide him and I bind a catch and say, Bra, a dusting, Bra 3 o'clock, or Koya, I don't see one time. 3 of Mokas one bra, Yoku, a Chomosumo, Yoku, Wonko and I be 5 o'clock, or Koyan so still, Yamane. Quesiada, and on was a bob pull moving man, who said, be a Quesiada, I feel be Huno, and quietly. And now call ya or share Chema Nicodemus. Meanwhile, by 8 years ago, Naya che a focoku and you know atum or no put the crime high treason. John Mahama, former president, a castle person kuhuno. And I could find a opportunity or my one of John Mahama and ne first original Zebra, General Mosquito, but with the Drusu, and then the fake person. Mamu na share no etwa pictures etwa tea krempo but afe drew bi so dia mo se munye bacho yenkoi Archibald
yo godon me da say MNJ say yasanshia bio na Ghana de bia ye dri say enyina say yemfa yen santry great na start say yeso na constitution ye two constituency constitutionalism no yemfa nyejuma o Ghana bio after MPP eba ye koye no NDC for no die nie o mutuma no pese omo ye na ereho say obi a ya chi netum na constitution say within 48 hours na say ya no na mo sorry a ade a wo ntimi nya no wo de ato no so on kompemra abra it is impossible as at the time and also no woman specific say say wo Accra na obi na wo Accra obi na wo niam wo Accra na ba ereho say wo mutimi ye saa de no ma yen bra onya 6 good days behind bars na me areho papa because say we have our freedom to live with na sa freedom now say yen no na muntimi mfa nya djuma maya ene ye ko hin eno na ye kan say with the issue of CJ matter no ye makwa na say ekoso a na twa say judiciary no is going to be under the officials na nyom di be ye no the tyranny of ruling ye be from no ye ntimi eno na be ma ye nyina wunhwe ya na ye sorry say ye bet will defend the constitution ye ntina say constitution no ye tungu we will defend it at all possible costs at any particular time court here because Martin Pebu say 1 Martin Pebu 2 it is said say uchi nipa na give bonukodu within 48 hours so one time ya man be na nya fa no court na court to decide where he should be placed one time fa na nko so man remind us ebeja no ya beja no one nya sa de no na one man na tena ho etremodin nipa ye no say na wa yemre because osro say bibi be ye no wo honti wa ye den hunger strike nipa de eduane ni ma nipa duane ye papa
nipa fuel no
energy na nipa no sa musa chi no ye bobwa ye ho amanen man ni agi say oh me wo doma omo wo mechi vice president zene ukan no who vice president number 2 of this country Efres Oba former vice president Oba behwe na ma in the city is it right now we refer say NDC enter by mu forever now uchi this how yam sa ochina na se me ba na menya sa akwanya me mfanye wo
ameni be ye wo
maybe me mfanye wo na chese me so me atinka ni me mu what you say yeah ama yeah do ye ho but they are neomu and this for you know it's like they are spreading us along the way neomu pe Euroko has their rules. They have constitutional guiding woman. And they have no right to keep anybody more than 48 hours. They have no right. Constitutional rights, you know, it is within the Attorney General to prosecute. So if you have to investigate, now friendly panel, AFS say, oh, wako police headquarters. CID phone work say yenti ye hia wa ha brane nkasa kasa wia na ya hwe ne ye beti bia ye say hia bill either we can go ahead with the CID form bill now na say you can also go ahead with another one now no one say me ne me pe na me ye we will not sit down for it to continue all right minia it will not work but the disgrace amudi ma former vice president you know it is unheard of. It is unheard of. That is an indiscipline in the highest level. Governance will change. Governance can never remain in one person's hand. And if you do me, I do you. Now God no go best.
Ayo. Mati entiwe ye Archibald ga more quality do na friend no political asafache. Mamenko Philip. And so monitor issues that can cause you. Yeah.
And yeah, Kenya say. ɔman no sɛbi oyi na anim sɛ governed by the rule of law na sɛbi 1992 constitution na nyinaa ya tum sɛ de ti hyehyɛ hɔ ti sɛ ampa sɛ chairman ayɛ fom so a ɛyɛ mmara na ɛde bɛ adwuma but wɔn hyɛ mmara n'akyi na wɔn fa tumi a wɔwɔ no ɛmbu nipa n'anim tia sɛbi o nea wafa tu akɔbɔ korɔ no koraa mmara no koraa ma na konya sɛ bo nipa ni ni sika po fa la ka so ma na fa la ya de ma no na onya defense so ne ka say he who alleges must prove nti se wa dwimu ene mo nsenka wo se chema yan fo so a court na de ne be ko fine obecha obefre no akoshe na amana any question statement na be but who keep on because no as friend say agency who want money say your investigation into prosecute when you go to court now present to prosecution here and depending on how can judge in the determines any panel or at fault and answer with you for an answer into I don't know why sending anymore yes sir because fine Chairman to me in the past has made comment I can't say man or we feel say what stress on also or your bema it's the bachelor say yes you bema and just yen bibi and I yen bibi kakra tell me because
but what
I make that is where and danger no because we are sad there what set the precedence why are there man abeda ho ayen san ho near course nyina no and the social media that room video ni near some amount for Kenya that's that oh Deputy Attorney General and comment or koyo on the Twitter and as a statement now MP pa amount for keep record o delete o statement you can be at the kiss I go for receipts go keep ti dash bia ye ba power 2028 na MPP ni aye no organize economic organized crime agents and a unit or in charge and as a director general CID boss no that's okay asuma si yate e just be any pana yate bibi craft for say na no bi wo ye we anyway it me frɛ o and say detain wa for this number of days
of course already be boa
what I say yem hyehyɛ o man sa ade bi bia let me say ene wo 50 years wacha na 30-40 years e nyina ye bɛkɔ nti you say ye ade ye be hyehyɛ ne mama ye gas ye ma na enkofa ya udie emeda ye ni ye hontem because meme wo MPP na wo disney na da bia ye kuntokasa emwaye eno na esi ye mi bi atwam mankofo bi di nkofo bi hu ya wa ma cruise course general ankra mu kombe ye na chire afoforo so be ku do bra rollers buy am so be ku obi etake years ne nkofo ka ye time mo ye se ne obi a wa ko pension say afri farm ono te
yankofa ne mra
ya o ye ne farms no yenye yankofa ne mra na emeku ensha nan at that time FIFA na politics na from history he was planning to contest as a member of parliament but no active politics he has been retired from military about civilian today time first we are retired about civilian e ko find about because officer maybe a twemo no and also that capacity to come and attack you the best ye can say what is be I know na power na wanya na wo di obi so na say wo show bi ani ya emiri we yini nka so 4 years Ghana for to Obama wa ya to Ghana for to Obama buma officer a good rule but the person says about no nya sa bum say be before na to about from start say nya no your party for na nsem bi amoke kan ya to obi ma so no yes so ne yenko but enei e bi play su e bi dia re ho say omo ya big mistakes omo ko no mo ya ndia ka share and this 42 any the commander in chief or the president Excellency John Dramani Mahama said and they be a best organ have be a shenansa send a no munya hoarding and no common hoarding alcohol pass emergency a year already do so levy aba the same vein never go on as ni be ya you should call them to order also no more kasa send your moye a best sell mine because no be another bonnet becho we no na ye na obi ba ye benya president ya onu de onko no so but obi obeye on be pro back no so ha or twen tie be sre se na be ya Ghana ebe konkan ni nyina ni e hwehwe so man me tumpon no is time omu jasa because they say ayeko no etos mensa MPP before so emabu NM before they so sorry ni so yempene ni nyina be heja o man no ebe on governor
said the chema want to miss it at least I want to know 5 radio stations. I have 5 television stations. Many na ye registered. Ubia kama enti I can bet him where you should have 5 radio stations, 5 television stations based on that open manner self-recognizance bill.
Yes.
Me what? But and I'm some person punishing.
Yes. That is the whole thing. Oh, yes.
I want to be
punishing. Yeah, like yenya na DNA. That's what you know. Yenya na DNA. And then you have vindictive. Then you say money because when you find a money there, charge number charge, not court. And the idea chain straight to court. Not judge decide so per the evidence I will provide. Oh, when you find a git and on your git, and I say for further you know the your money bill.
Yes.
And as a remand cry, judge in a bit of money per remand. But won't me keep for more than 48 hours. What I say? Or say the lawyers, and the appeal good graph say Niomaya no Oma Tiani found this. Tiani found this. You know, I'm a Nipano occupying for. I mean the trauma Nipanico, the trauma Nipanico for all these days. The Nipano also did because because me so when I'm quite make I mean this because me nima agree with me and that bet me pioneer born and that bet is born and person with mama no why any grass when did it for 5 days 6 days why are the tanya me asema e ma nko
madam forbid was one the kebenya no and what me that me meet just what they come in the
oh massa so unko na ehia o
that was the komun ko was one on the people that na ho popo
because the president isn't him. Because president want to say yachi want to me ana. Oh yeah. Then you know no why. He's ahead. Every daily briefing. They briefing you. Ono na man say yan keeping you up to win. Yes. Enti dey fit dey man you know this for. Sabi yen nyina na ti class back. Yen nyina dey go school back. Enti ade bi a wo ya ti onwa na. Ka hu say moja na fa mu no eno ane na me mu moja anya green na obi dey.
Yes, I appeal to former appointees.
Yeah, ni omo kasa yesero mo na omo emma omo se ni omo ye bia no enye na ye nwa no so a asamba na omo de akire na omo kanku mu no ye besere ya me kan before ye besere sa de no esubambone
e ma ere free say obi de ne
esubambone ade ti na onwa akọ ahonya mu na eye wani gie
obi de ye ne
de be ba modern ni pa bonesem nti ye besere sa bre o say ye united asamba ye nyina mo twi ye kotai ye nyonko achi na ye de nyame ate se panifo ahoro na do ho ye ehye
mo de mo yure mu
now currently inipa omo potential aspirant omo presidential ye di omo na
obia show
of course
honorable Brian Champon de ne japade ekoye collateral I think say honorable
no wire the pa
so ebai omo na so interest ayade a ekire se enye se unua kọ ahochema omo anije because end this for no omo yesa na yemu titi a ene omo be say nyina ho because omo koso asoma asimi na ye nya sa unity na support ma omo be attack nyina ma
bia ba
the best appointees on former appointees said you kata obotomu so no na me say amenya ba ko appeal say omo mua with motorbikes na
this is abo
yes this is the time na me awdom na me ka say position onya ya obey minister obey a privilege
of course
MPP party say bi onkwa na nyansafo and say you may have your privilege and opportunity as a party na kakra ansema in opposition push in your resources for sika every party for sika every party ni mu wa ni a also e bia fa bo a na njinja nipa no so na bibia also e bia no yenye na mu party na because MPP party no look it is a formidable party party no enye nipa enye saying this enye nipa akuse ejina form party no eye party a ankran ni mu de ni for no ewom nti wi a bia no esunsun so nti ye besere obia fa no ho everybody should be part of the communication team once you are former appointee in there at least your course uni to be near come out and talk come out and defend na yen kasa na say omudi ayidum so levy abai why are you quiet or say ye ho press conference ye kan wasem I know say 24 years omo ye demonstration be you should come out and demonstrate against it can this for can they common number be a come wasem why do so levy at this time what ko yi levy if you are then tin house and the levy sambra levy quite rate ni ba
you know your next you know no me ba mate say menya feedback we mo say harm me bi e wo say hu bi wo sound no muti pacho technicians mo hwe na mo hwe mai say e bi mo say harm me bi e wo ba bi na bibia intimi conform kama nanye kama I want to be read 95.9 movement television so movement in the morning afede kama all right ungu so all right the nyamiase enti movement in the morning and egusu na yeti ne yedi ho enkomo achimo gabo quality do not have political asafache nipa bi bi send message wo eya na Boko is hefa
dodo wa sha
sudoku okay nipa to be sending message bi message I think say from that area and here na me say almost more show and here na watch our answer oh what one money did was say please tell yeah shout to do yeah was it incoming na ono ye was one ye incoming assistant secretary and from Philip Akrobo
one of the strong party
yeah one also
faithful sir
and right yeah wo holo mo a ya betia ne say NDC for and that certificate of agency almost say this is a letter of fuel bi abeto bia no 1 cedi is what they can it total 1 gallon yeah 4.5 liters na we have 4 cedis 50 pesos as for political we find say
me say mobo Ghanaians mobo ahunto de omu mpese nya ahunto da
ukrom kasa wo kan say
asimene wa ne jowo da in fact enura mete no arochim because say ne na say nyame adom na dollar ye 14.7 na say aba 10.25 na je say ye ho ehihan ye kakakakra eba fuel no so fuel a world market price and also from 76 about 65 na je say afei sa ehihan ye ko mu no ye ho ya
abeto ye
kakra na yenim say ebekwa nim kakra be just 1.5 weeks ni na say reduction of fuel no eba from enru bebia na enra NDC for say ahani hi maye eti asese womu die to think in the box no enya ade amu betimi aye na na ehia mu no say ye de ye how nyina ebeto omanfo so na ne ohia bia no ye begie from ho okay first John Mahama His Excellency ne time no ye were doom so for 4 good years na legacy debt ayenya no me Joe Jackson me kind every handle ne say it was $5.6 billion na MPP buy no with that even quantum of debt no yanfa insi hu bia insi yi fuel so say ye de be den e de ba hama ema ya tua saka no na when they can buy some legacy debt is about the contract almost signing ye take or pay agreement amu ye no eno na this aka no e ba ne no eno nti na energy minister na say sika e be ba no ye mfa nkotua saka for 8 years I have power no nanado me tini so am sorry onin ba omia omo ya de papa magana ye ko even say dum so no ye nkum until the last 8 weeks we were almost leaving government and as I say na den bye na no kra no omo ya de so anu kakra uh, 4.5 liters. Now you have 4 cities 50%, and you 10%. So 10% now they see one. Nature said 10%. Are you serious than even the levy?
Of course.
I'm sorry, yes, sir. Levy mudi bano. Ya mfanya juma ya fenjumano. Ya nye jumano. Where the you ankasa. will rise again. And so you 10% of the soon eba be affecting me. Wo obi akọ is going to be part of it because fuel and here baby ah ti eto fuel mu ene a ochena it will affect you. Yan cancer we NDC now yan MPP nti wo de en kaw. Emeka nyina. Nti me stress yan sorry ni yan ka ho ansem. Say MPP for na to me bu man yie. What mama a crop for because Nyama Yadi no look at free education. The free education by health insurance. How we have been able to maintain the health insurance sector. I will be a hospitaler. We are good managers of the economy. Now they have been good to all of us. And your executives now, your ministers, they have been able to do well. But I are a hope. You know, Robaba, you taxing you now.
Yeah.
Now, less than 150 days. Who the tax ever? How are we living? Mr. Ganafo. Mummy, I'm sorry. Now, me. I can even state 1 month demonstration against way because it's going to affect me.
I'm picking information. Say political parties in this some carbon demonstration can CB. Was a room. I think say also more driver unions and also any and Rami pick signal from one more a year for the bus VIP for you. Now more consider saying combatable lorry face. But Endrom and the certificate of agency by NCP almost want to be because any number of letters no use and yadeketwa omuntimi 1 cedi per letter. A ridiculous.
What I'm saying because of mischief into can say 1 cedi no. Some can percentage won't say percentage no. They can't state 10%.
But this is 10%.
Yes, say you can 1 cedi offers 1 cedi nya what you say? But 1 cedi when you calculate that you do the calculation, you have it 10%.
But we can buy I actually say 40% because 10% is on a liter.
Yes, on a liter.
What is
yes, on a liter.
10% is on a liter.
So multiply by
and 4.5. It is a 45%.
Yes. Yeah. Who got your 11? You got your 1,000. You pay 10 cedis.
11,000 10 cedis.
10 cedis. But now who got tough well 1,000? You are paying 83 cedis.
Added.
How? 83 cedis.
The packet to a budget can see power.
As you tell me, almost yen. Me, and this is what I almost say, yeah, almost patch on a mom, a 1 cedi pay, a 1 cedi. And you 1 cedi pay. Omuji coupons. Omuji coupon, Antonio, from Musica. Adam says, I 1 cedi no more can munya, can I 1 cedi? 1 letter, 1 letter. Yes. Now, Okada for 1 letter. 1 letter, 1 letter. Oh, Mahama. What through a boko? A 2 fracra air qua. What 1 letter? That is a question. 1 liter will car them Mahamayaga, 1 liter guma.
300 liters in and out.
What 1 liter? The car so.
Companies that collapse. Where are they buy? About collapse companies because it is for the run companies. Now the country lives on companies. Yeah, employing your youth in Niama. They say they are only going to have expenditure. It will overburden them. How will they? How will they be able to live?
1 cedi, 1 cedi. And Crafone comes to be enta. You just had the
yo.
And yo. I had in there. Wow. And a be enta no way.
Be enta no interview.
Interview.
Meeting here.
Okay.
Meeting here.
Okay. Mati. My men call you hold me too. Philip, young boy.
Oh say, if you say udi atro. Edeba enya to me. Then a big problem amount. But then also finding ways and means I'll be keeping on to lie. Now, idea Omuye said, Omu say, Omu go to the normal process. Some file bail. The Beckham was some Ghana for Beckham was a man. Do you know? on the quiet, I'm sure say minority cry no o man say that am o man hu no hu an so mo dia you know, I mean say mrando so ma kwan, then they have to push it again. They have the numbers. It's then yeah okay out to cry no anye bibia no na o mo approve and it has taken effect today, yes. You saw say their president go assign credit out. I take it.
It's taking effect today.
Yes, I'm so sorry. Take it. I said that maybe yeah be catch Ghana for say and maybe I can say management of the economy. Now no it's not essentially not for the can say e ba say ye di nipa nkwa back to that during the COVID
and the ending
but making the coming back you know it is possible that NDC they have been dishonest to us. I don't know why we share calculation na say na can go to be 1,000 cedis of fuel. In effect, we will not less than 80 cedis as levies on fuel be able to be. And what it means is that input cost of production o de become. And you just say bia you to fuel na you be complain. Name e ma other commodities. Name bia ye bia no ne price no swear de e be cost.
Baby, I'm probably ending.
No, Nansiana. Yes, you for drivers for Monty or more use by 50%. And they, they are self. How they will resist it.
No, so Monty about
50%, 15, full no. Fair, no, 50%. They say you already buy only 1 cedi per liter. 1 cedi.
Young kind of percentage. You say
10%.
10%.
What I say?
10% per liter.
And almost gains are now 0% ka almost to buy 50% no. Now one
that's eroded.
One knock you off 10%. It's in fact, no, or some first. No, now they have to come back and say almost to buy 5%.
And this is for 5%. Almost said that no more. I said driver for more so. Because they knew what they were going to do in 3 weeks time. Almost said more so. No more DBS have a ball. It is said, "Oh, my driver is now confused." What do we do?
What do you do? It's you can't check Ghana for. Say the end is for but now you see. What they are looking for, scan almost one person raise no. They are looking to raise about $5.7 billion. So
yeah,
that's how much they are looking for. And no share senior amount let's say there and the way you consuming food and I say do so about amount for that so top petrol need diesel na and yeah I can number see these targets no.
Yeah.
Ombe see ombe nya scan abro so. You best say obi nka say my mboa ne anhye ne ma o man ntumpo. Nemo say debt energy debt no and again Oba electricity crana, they're also looking at some to tariffs more electricity.
Somewhere that.
Yes, and no, they are 14.5 again because of the debt. Almost no, we are talking about debt. You are talking about debt. You best say na ya catch it to my phone na demonstration na yet is a because or see a man can afford na your mind is a man who say no. They can't take us for granted. Now say Mona say MPP abanye wicked. Now no presentation. Atem the DNA some okay na say MPP has been a wicked government. Say levy omo kan ho asema munya levy was just for just a smaller you. Yeah, say you biana. Oh, I just why mobile money transaction so no 11 na banking transaction.
Yes. You don't pay anything.
Yes, but this one
it's everybody.
Whether you are buying fuel or no fuel, you are paying it.
You are
because whoever the better fuel be are passing on the cost to you.
Yes.
On keep that cost or passing on to the final consumer. Invariably, no. Say when it's a hardship. I never bread to move on. Associate levy. Associate levy. I want you to bread to move on. A vessel as a levy. Ghana for. You catch them. The NDC for the economy. Within 5 months, you can do 6 months training, and I'm going to introduce you. I'm replace levy with Doomso levy.
D levy.
Doomso levy. It's almost time there. Beyond be a Doomso camps. It's almost the Doomso. Normal say Doomso is synonymous with NDC. Say DD. It's you bought NDC. No about Doomso. NDC ni Doomso ni. It's mo kwa brebia mbebia no. Doomso essence review. And Philip,
I got 4 minutes.
Yes.
I got 4 minutes. Oh, you the 2-2.
Okay.
Over 2 about party. It's our shooting Komubia. Everybody is concerned about party unity.
Yeah.
Party unity. And it is so critical towards the forward marching of the party. You can't sing.
yo miya we dey na I think say sisi a wo mu party ma bi edu no your crossroad ejina nkwantanan or say decision be take bia no you very very careful you're very careful in the sense that you're in individual interest against the party interest. Now me this will can be say do by you know now you're presidential candidates and as more power than the party. The party should be paramount.
Yes.
Party no or see a year near ma say constitution review and 24 day to kwemo. Ye say ya. Every my party no I strong.
Yeah.
Now whoever be merge out to lead the party, both the constituency level, regional level, national level, and even when you get to presidential candidature elections now, that person or that individual no, not 2 minutes to the sense that or no never influence the party no. But that has always been our problem. The best say to 24 years to Akwamu, friends saying party amendment constitution amendment yenye focus say ye dey build the party na my party now is strong na ye candidate e dey call for 2028 now party no I strong that say candidate eye bibi na enya ye betumi aka say opani ade a we e dey be call position and em win election ye ma nu say adwemo na ye work I know say obia wa bi ogina of course obia wa interest me my interest is Kenya Japan to lead the party. Oh, busy interest. If I say, His Excellency, Alhaji Bamura, lead the party.
Me interested on
yes. And so, be our different interest. But in as much as be our interest, no, they being say a party is paramount. I know there. They had this mistake. Now, you share your personal interest. Say me support honorable Kenya Japan. Say me suppose obey leading party. No, yes, that is what I believe in. But and what you know. Yama partner enye important because onipa bia no enye permanent onipa
but the party should be permanent.
The party should be permanent
till Yakobon be free. All right, Archibald.
Yeah.
Yankoi.
Oni amidasi me kan to yenuanu de ne so. Na yemi de pa say enra na thank you to no party ni de ba wiye. Se party ni de ba wiye dia enne ne ahia ni nkambom yen dream party in Kanko. Now yen share how we can be able to let polling station for no money party no. And yet you elected as executive and yes you are lording yourself over the people. Yeah. It is the people that matter that makes you the executive. And then for Buoma polling station for na polling station for them so the Buoma constituency. Yes I dear na. Yeah party for your dear name no. Ejuma no ebemre. But say yen sana say it's a reverse now. And my party no fem for no omunye adwuma na say omunye adwuma na chese wo call position no say I able position me sure say party no with the Michael Kwe report or the buyer no you will take it one after the other ni nhwe how best we implement decisions some the buyer no and contributions some the buyer and say what we need to do no we will need to take it up ni nhwe say party no we have to come back and take the country into the destiny that it's been destined for MPP. Me, I am there for any of the candidates I've ever known. But my interest is say we need to bring back the love. My party no. Sa love no, we must bring it back. It was eroded and eroded due to exigencies with our previous leaderships. But I'm say and memory and no say and they are giving us 10% increment. Say it me jina ho ye na ne ye hwehwe Ghana for any party for yet me ye and they will return us in power. But yet me anya sa de no. Ti me stress ya ba hi ya ba be shase. This is the beginning of putting the party together as one body for future. Nti no yemfa odo Kruye, obuodi mo bia, obi o party bia no ono so respect. On here on the area. Obi a police station executive have people that respect him. Let's give that respect to the police station for. Now your mom must have respect now. One more a pot of money now, they'll give him that respect. Or kasa, ye betie, ye tia, na ye den, ye to abamayen. And my interest in say respect should be reciprocated from the top to the down. This is the way all our leaders do. I am the only captain. Sadia, no, we should stop it. We need to have the party at hand by people suggesting to you what you must do, and you have to listen to them. We should have ears to listen. We don't listen as a party. Timistre, Yanja Sadia, Monayamfa, Ubumo Bia, Uni Femho. Near one more kafa who knew him. This will be not fair. Young can't show won't me who's on your way and yet. And the Frewa, as I say, in fact, not Tiano, what's Tiano? Yeah, now you make a decision out of New York, and only as I mean, yeah, and as I mean, yet. And you also, what this is sumo be said, near Akoy kind, a day. That is where we can move forward. Until Mr. Obia said, as I am coming as a national organizer, hoping to be, political asafwache. Change the dynamics of this
political asafwache.
I have gathered from 2002, working in the top hierarchy of the party throughout the country. I'll use that experience to work for this party to win 2028 elections. Inshallah.
Political asafwache.
Yeah.